mateys. That's right. What are we playing today? A brand new game. A brand new game that came out today on Talk Like a Pirate Day. Why? Because it's a pirate game. I did not pirate this game, though. I bought it. I pre-ordered it. You'll see exactly what I get from pre-ordering it. But first of all, let me welcome y'all to the return to MONKE Island. Background, what is MONKE Island? It's like one of the original point-and-click adventure games that I played, not as a young little kid. I played it later in my life, but I still love them to death. And I've always wanted to play more point-and-clicks on this channel at some point. I played one. I played Pajama Sam. And you know, if you liked that, then MONKE Island is made by the same creator. No, seriously, Ron Gilbert. He founded Humongous Entertainment, but before that, he was a game developer at LucasArts and made such games as MONKE Island, and I can't really name others right now because if I think of something, I'll probably accidentally say a Tim Schafer game instead. But yeah, MONKE Island's one of the greats. It came out, the first game came out in like 1990, and the series is still going somehow. It's like these days they only come out once every 10 years, but we still love them and treasure them. Speaking of treasure, pirates. MONKE Island. Secret of MONKE Island was the first game. Second game was MONKE Island 2, LeChuck's Revenge. And the reason I say that is because while the games after that in the series, Curse of MONKE Island, Escape from MONKE Island, Tales of MONKE Island, they're all great too. I love them. I actually think 3 might be my favorite, but maybe that's just because it feels like playing a cartoon. But only the first 2 were made with the creator, from the creator, Ron Gilbert. So it was always weird. You'll see as we start this game, but the second game kind of ended on a weird cliffhanger that stumped people, fans of this game, for years. And like, the third game does continue from that point, but they kind of just ignore what happens. And they're just like, oh yeah, he escaped somehow. No. This game is kind of the real third of MONKE Island. And while Ron Gilbert has said that he'll take elements from the other games that people like, this is basically the real MONKE Island 3. So I'm excited to play it. I don't know what else to say that the game won't already say, but here's what you need to know. Guybrush Threepwood. That is a name. That is this man's name right here, the guy opening the treasure chest. He is a mighty pirate, or at least in the first game, he wanted to be a pirate, so he took it upon himself to seek out the pirate leaders and join their crew by fulfilling the 3 trials of piratyness. I don't know what they're called. They're like the trials of sword mastery, the trial of thievery, and the trial of treasure huntery. That is what they say in the game. But in doing so, he gets himself caught up in this whole business with a ghost pirate named LeChuck, who kidnaps his love at first sight, the governor of Melee Island, Elaine Marley. And they get into so many adventures and scraps along the way. And this game is the first game in like 12 years. So let's get into it. I would say more about the plot so far, but I think there's a feature in the game that explains it all. So let's play it. This game came out today on Talk Like a Pirate Day. Go figure. Probably on purpose. Fun fact, this game's announcement was last April Fool's because the creator knew that nobody would believe it. Alright, so they got a scrapbook here.
Want to see my mighty pirate scrapbook? It's filled with my adventures.
So the cool thing is that this game has voice acting, so for those of y'all who like my voice acting, I'm sorry. But I'm just resting my voice today and listening to the one that's already in the game. The same dude has voiced Guybrush Threepwood ever since they had voices in this game.
Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to be a mighty pirate.
Look at all these notes. Look at it, it's so cool. The art style for these games is always changing, but this one is kind of like a storybook. And I think it fits the theme of pirates so much. Mighty pirate, Guybrush Threepwood. What is this? Ghost pirate LeChuck as a pig.
In the old days, you became a pirate by completing 3 trials to prove your worth.
Oh, yeah. And this is what happened. Oh, can I... The game lets you look at each part of this. Okay, so these are the trials I talked about. Let's start with sword mastery.
Mastering sword fighting was more a matter of wits than agility.
You'll see why. This game has something called insult sword fighting. I'll let you know what that is when it comes to it. I bet this game will have it.
The test of thievery involved breaking into the governor's mansion. The security was heavy.
Piranha poodles. That's the security. And treasure huntery.
Treasure hunting is important for any pirate. The pirate leaders were in charge of the 3 trials, acting as judge, jury, executioner, and devoted grog tasters.
Oh, grog. I remember grog.
This is when I met Elaine, the love of my life. She was governor at the time.
Oh, that's not what I meant to do.
Hey,
also, welcoming in Blade Vancer. How you doing?
Ever since that's me, Guybrush Threepwood. In the old days, you became a pirate by completing 3 trials.
You haven't missed much. We're just going through the scrapbook, which is going over basically...
Mastering sword fighting was more a matter of wits than agility.
A little summary of the game so far.
Things took an unexpected turn while I was working on the 3 trials. Elaine was kidnapped and taken to Monkey Island by the nefarious ghost pirate LeChuck.
Oh, I was actually playing The Secret of Monkey Island off stream just for fun. Yeah, this right here. We bought a boat from Stan's previously owned vessels. Dude's basically a used car salesman for boats.
My first ship was the Sea Monkey. I bought it at Stan's used ships with a letter of credit that I, sort of falsified.
The letter was legit. We just stole it.
LeChuck thought he was in love with Elaine. I scraped together a crew. Carla, Otis, and Meathook joined me on my voyage to Monkey Island to save Elaine.
Ooh, I wonder if they're gonna be in this game.
I scraped together a crew.
I know some...
Otis, and Meathook
I know characters that are in this game.
Monkey Island to save Elaine.
They're in the trailers and whatnot. But I don't know if Meathook... Meathook, I'm excited for because he's voiced by Cam Clark. You know, Liquid Snake.
My first ship was the... Elaine was kidnapped and taken to Monkey Island. Monkey Island was a steaming volcanic mystery, covered with jungle and not found on any map.
Guybrush scrapped the Q-tip to it. That's not even the Q-tip he used. He used a giant one. Why did he just put a regular Q-tip in here?
The monkey head opened with a special key that you stuck in its ear. You had to brew a special potion just to find Monkey Island. I made some substitutions, but it got us there just the same.
That's true. And there were like deadly cannibals on the island, but they're like vegetarians, so... Vegetarian cannibals.
There were some people living there who claimed to be cannibals, but I think it was just a show for the tourists. LeChuck's ghostly ship was anchored in a lake of lava hidden beneath the island's surface. On the island was a gigantic monkey head statue with hidden catacombs underneath. I met an old castaway there, Herman Toothrot. He and the locals wrote a lot of indignant letters to each other.
Ooh, and I don't remember if this is canon to the first 2 games or if it was like from the 3rd game onward. But Herman Toothrot, the jovial castaway man on the island, he's more important than he looks.
We wound up back on Melee Island for the stunning conclusion to my first big adventure. I made it to the church just in time to stop the wedding. Or so I thought.
Turns out, monkeys.
That turned out Elaine already had everything under control. How does she do that? I defeated LeChuck and he basically exploded. It was the beginning of something magical.
Yeah, the first game does end in fireworks. Hold on. Oh, interesting. The game pauses when it's like that. Never pay more than... This is where a famous joke from old computer games come from. Check out the old art style from the first game, by the way. Never pay more than 20 bucks for a game. Never pay more than 20 bucks. Wait, that's not the right line. It's supposed to be never pay more than 20 bucks for a computer game. Same thing, basically.
These are from the time I went to find the treasure of Big Whoop.
I never actually finished Monkey Island 2, but from here on out, it's Monkey Island 2.
I met my good friend Wally, who makes maps, and I stole his monocle. Good times.
He shrunk the Q-tip just to put it in the scrapbook. Now that's dedicated. I mean, you did need a shrunken head to navigate through the giant monkey pit labyrinth. Maybe you just need to shrink the Q-tip while it's inside a head And then it shrinks the Q-tip too.
I met the mysterious voodoo lady at the International House of Mojo taught me to make a voodoo doll, which came in handy more than once. The map to the treasure had been torn into 4 pieces, which, let's face it, is about as piratey as it gets.
And I think you have to get one from a Weenie Hut employee who's dead in a casket. I've never actually played 2, but I was watching somebody play it the other day. That's all I saw. It's like, I cannot move on from this world. I need to finish my unfinished business. Oh yeah? How can I help you? I don't know if I left the oven on in my restaurant. Oh, is that all? You got a piece of the map with you? Here, give me the piece of the map, and I'll check your restaurant for you. Check the restaurant, and I'll give you the piece.
Elaine always seems to know when I need her. Again, it came down to just me and LeChuck at the end. He was using magic, but then, so was I.
Oh, here we go. And it's probably going to talk about...
One time, Elaine got turned into a statue. Well, LeChuck was behind it, of course. That guy never gives up.
So they are talking about the other Monkey Island games. This is Monkey Island 3. Okay. All right, before we get into this, I just want to say the end of Monkey Island 2 involves a carnival that may or may not have been real. And that's what I was talking about earlier. It was this big old cliffhanger that ends with Guybrush basically under this spell, and they never really explain how he gets out of it. So, who knows? Maybe everything from here on out just his mind.
The fact that he turned her into a statue tells me LeChuck doesn't really love Elaine. He thinks of her as furniture. It was around this time that I met Murray, the allegedly all-powerful demonic skull, after a rousing sea battle.
That's what I'm waiting for. They're bringing Murray back, apparently. You saw him on the little title screen. I'm excited.
I got eaten by a snake. I erupted a volcano on purpose. There's not a lot I wouldn't do for Elaine. I got buried alive.
In the good soup tomb.
Things backfired on LeChuck because Elaine and I got married when it was all over. Game, set, matchmaker.
Heck yeah, Guybrush. Guybrush, Threepwood Marley. Now, is this going to be Escape?
This was a great day. Though in retrospect, we shouldn't have had the scum bar handle the catering.
That's plenty piratey, I think.
That's either Elaine's wedding veil or my handkerchief. We got them to match.
And if you want to play the original games, they're pretty much all on Steam. They're pretty playable, but there's also ways to play them that, you know, maybe are more pirate-themed.
This is the daisy we stomped on together. The wedding traditions are weird.
I've never heard of that tradition.
Elaine and me together forever. The daggers are symbolic of cutting through troubles, I think. I wrote a great haiku for the wedding invitation. I don't know why you have to have candy-coated almonds at a wedding, but apparently you do. Oh man.
Whoa.
This was that crazy time LeChuck teamed up with an Australian billionaire and tried to use a mystical talisman to make Elaine his bride.
I barely remember Escape from Monkey Island. I played that game once, and that's all I needed. I forgot there was a giant robot fight.
LeChuck and I battled it out on a grand scale that time. The ultimate insult wasn't really ultimate, or even an insult at all. Or was it? Everything started because they thought Elaine was dead, so they held an election to replace her. I made a goofy monster out of prosthetic body parts. It didn't help with anything, but I had fun doing it.
That's point-and-click games for you.
LeChuck and I battled it out on a grand scale that time. Then there was the time I accidentally let loose LeChuck's pox over the entire Caribbean. Or so it seemed.
They're even going over Tales of Monkey Island. I freaking love it. Field Team Leader, welcome on in. I did so as well. I'll talk about that when we get into the game, because, you know, I'll show it off. But welcome.
I had to wear a hook for a while. It came in handy.
We're just going over the scrapbook that talks about the past of Monkey Island. This is nostalgic for me. Sorry for anybody that wanted me to just get into the game. I need to have a little trip down memory lane. Tales of Monkey Island, made by Telltale Games, you know, of Walking Dead and Sam & Max and whatnot.
The death card doesn't usually represent literal physical death, except when it does.
I think this one came out in 2009 originally. Oh yeah, LeChuck turned into a human. There was a hot pirate hunter.
Morgan Le Fay betrayed me, even after we bonded inside a giant manatee. I should have trusted her less.
She is a pirate hunter, Guybrush, to be fair. Oh, does that mean she's still canon? That's weird.
Elaine wasn't fooled by LeChuck's human form any more than I was. I should have trusted her more.
Tales of Monkey Island left on its own cliffhanger, and it really seemed that since Telltale wasn't able to make more games in that series, they've got plot threads themselves that I don't think would ever get fulfilled, but now I don't know.
I went on trial for my life on 4 separate charges. I defended myself, of course.
Guybrush, you need to play more Ace Attorney.
Love did win out in the end.
Wow. Magnet Cat.
Oh, here's that voodoo doll from the end of my Big Whoop adventure. I defeated LeChuck with this. His leg came off as easy as tearing a loaf of bread.
Ugh.
I defeated LeChuck with this. His leg came off as easy as tearing a loaf.
Note to self, get more paper for the rest of my adventures. Thank you, Guybrush. That was a nice little trip down memory lane. But, I guess it's time to figure out what this is all about, huh? Like, all the marketing said that they'd start off from the end of 2, so the fact that Guybrush is acknowledging everything else, are they gonna decanonize it in one fell swoop, or is this a new adventure that becomes between 2 and 3, huh? Don't answer that, by the way. I'm playing this for the first time, as I'm sure a lot of people are since it just came out today. So I want to see what it has. Casual mode, hard mode. Oh, they're doing the Curse of Monkey Island thing. So you can either play a mode that's just mostly the story, or with more puzzles, harder puzzles, the full monkey for the pro adventure gamer who wants it all. I think I'm going hard mode. Not that I think I'm smart, but because I have chat to help me, and also there's a hint system in the game. So let's get into it, y'all. An unexpected story begins.
Take this, LeChuck! Guybrush, come over here. Gently now. Remove my mask.
What is this, Star Wars?
Will you promise to stop picking on me? All right, I promise. Anything. Just put my leg back on.
Hey, you kids. You're not supposed to be in here.
Oh!
What's next? Let's goof on those two. Pretend they're our parents. Yeah! Sorry we ran off. You were probably worried about murderers and ne'er-do-wells. Don't worry, I found him.
Come on, let's go.
Let's pretend I have powers that make lightning come out of my eyes.
It's so lifelike.
I wonder if it's real.
This is the end of Monkey Island 2.
Sorry, boys, could you stop following us? It's creepy.
Yes, sir. Come on. I saw a scurvy dog shack back there. Scurvy dogs? I've never had one of those. No way. You have to try one. It's the best thing you'll ever eat in your life. No fooling. Wow.
So here we are. Chucky. Uh-huh. Okay. So this was the big twist of the end of Monkey Island 2.
A scurvy dog that was bigger than my
We're
head.
in a theme park? Or Disneyland over here? This is Chucky. But it's also LeChuck.
What should we do next? We gotta get to scurvy dogs. I can't believe you never had one.
This is how I'm gonna play point-and-click adventure games, y'all, by the way. Am I gonna... Oh, I don't have it yet. Okay. I'll show it when I get it. But there's a special item you get for pre-ordering this game. And, I have it because I pre-ordered it. It's useless. It's absolutely useless. It's just a ha-ha. You'll see what it is. Like, if anybody's played video games since, I don't know, 2005, you'll understand why. Junior Mighty Pirates to-do list.
Exhibit removed. Aww.
What the? Oh, Rat's just chilling here. Is it a trash can or... Whatever it is, it's probably not at the health code.
Let's not go back there again. We'll just get yelled at. Yeah, let's get scurvy dogs instead. I'm hungry.
I'm a pirate. I'm a pirate.
It's locked. Maybe one of the shops has a key.
Some places you go have scurvy.
The words don't look like words, but there's a picture of a scurvy dog.
Wait, was that a leg or an arm? Probably. You know, all those silly things you find at Disneyland sometimes.
Hey, Chucky, get ready to run.
Doing ding-dong ditch.
I guess they don't like visitors.
Let's go next door and get scurvy dogs.
Sounds real. Sounds real. Sounds real. Sounds real.
Is he real?
Wakey, wakey, Mr. Pirate. Hello? Boo!
Ha! He's dead to the world.
What should we do next?
We gotta get scurvy dogs. I can't believe you never had one.
So this is what we're gonna have to figure out. At some point, it's gonna reveal to us either this is all just some sort of hypnosis.
For 4 days straight.
Thank you, Chucky. Some kind of like hypnosis on Guybrush to make him think he's just a little kid at this amusement park named Big Whoop. Or maybe he finds a book about Guybrush Threepwood.
They put it on a leg to keep you from walking off with it. It says, return outhouse key when finished, or else.
Oh
Did you know you can keep a scurvy dog warm by sticking it in your armpit?
It also keeps your armpit warm. Did Guybrush just confirm he can't read? Now, he said they look like letters, which means he knows what letters look like. Also, we just read the sign.
You kids better have money.
Hey,
Yeah, we've got all kinds of money.
I have 371 pieces of 8.
Never mind. Those glasses are thicker than the layer of grease on the floor.
Chicken foot fries. Oh.
How
Kinda
much
want
are
some of those.
chicken foot fries?
Chicken foot fries are 2 pieces of 8.
You telling me this theme park has its own currency? That... Do I even have money? I do not.
How much is a mug of grog?
Grog's for grown-ups. Beat it.
I'll still take it.
Can we get a mug of grog, please?
I told you, grog's only for grown-ups. Stop wasting my time.
He can yell at me all he wants, but I'll just report them to the Disney cast.
Can we get a mug of grog, please?
I told you, grog's only for grown-ups. Stop wasting my time.
One of the reasons this game took so long to happen is because Disney owns the rights. They really do. So these games have like references to Indiana Jones.
Dog a chien scorbut.
I doubt that. They have references to Star Wars and Indiana Jones and whatnot. Because it's Lucasfilm Games. It's LucasArts.
Can we get some chicken foot fries?
You got 2 pieces of 8? That's money that grown-ups use.
I know what a piece of 8 is.
Have you got any?
No.
Then no fries.
What about the scurvy dogs?
How much are the scurvy dogs?
Scurvy dogs are only a half piece of 8.
Can we get a couple of scurvy dogs?
Sure, if you give me a piece of 8.
Please?
Please? Can't you spare something for a couple of hungry kids?
Listen up, you little moocher. Let me tell you something. I don't like kids. I'm an honest businessman trying to make an honest living. I don't need 50 kids a day coming in and wasting my time trying to get me to give them free food.
I guess never mind.
Hey, I know. Let's look for change in the outhouse across the way. Coins fall out of people's pockets when they sit down in there.
That's actually a good idea, though. I mean, we gotta get whatever money we can, right? You know, besides, working for a circus and getting shot into
I should get that key from the scurvy dog shack.
a pole. Nice fifth blade. Nice toss, Miku. Then Disney once tried to do what? I'll take that.
I'll bring this right back, sir.
just need to go use the little pirate's room.
To do that, I got the leg from the last kid who didn't bring back the key.
The kid had a peg leg?
Those glasses are thicker than the layer of grease on the floor.
I don't see very well, but I can hear just fine.
Can I just keep making fun of his glasses?
Those glasses are thicker than the layer of grease on the floor.
Sometimes with these games, you just gotta do the same option over and over again. Excuse me, tie up Chucky.
Hey, Chucky, stand over here for a minute.
Nah, I want to get scurvy dogs.
Hey now. I think this is what we're doing. I think we're playing along.
It's locked. Good thing I've got the key in my pocket.
Acting like little kids, knowing that maybe we're actually trying to take down
Unlock the
LeChuck.
outhouse.
I can stand on my head without. Good, you unlocked it.
Oh, is that where the grog comes from?
Ugh, what is this stuff? It smells the same as the toilet.
Ew.
Ugh, what is this stuff? It smells the same as the toilet.
Guybrush, don't just stand in it.
I want to say two.
Chucky, why don't you look in the toilet?
No way, you do it.
Okay. Ugh,
There's dead rats in there.
gross.
Maybe there's coins down here.
Gross.
How about I get it?
Gross. Where should we look?
All over. Do you see any coins?
Oh, is that a coin?
It isn't a piece of 8, but it's a round piece of metal about the same size and shape as a piece of 8.
That's called a slug. It's like a fake coin.
Probably using a vending machine.
A fake coin is almost as good as a real coin.
Ooh. Yeah, that's definitely something we'd need in an adventure game, but why do they gotta make it so detailed, though?
I don't see any coins, and I'm not putting my hands in that.
Guybrush, you've stuck your hands in worse, honestly. Alright, let's see where we can use this fake coin. Let's Play Jay, how are you today? Welcome, welcome. We're playing a little bit of Return to Monkey.
I have an extra tooth in the back. I can feel it with my tongue.
Yeah, I used to have one of those, then I got it pulled. Maybe he doesn't see well. Maybe he'll take the coin as a piece of 8. Let's put that peg leg back. I don't need it anymore.
Hey, look! I'm returning the key.
You want a medal?
Achievement unlocked. Peg leg.
It looks like a piece of 8, if you don't see very well. What can we get with this?
I wonder if they voice acted Guybrush Kid with a real kid.
Tastes like a piece of 8. Enough for a couple of scurvy dogs if you want.
Came from the bathroom floor.
Take 'em, boy.
Yeah, that'll
What
give
are
you
you
scurvy.
What?
Just kidding. Here's yours.
Aw.
I'm having these for breakfast, lunch, and dinner forever. What do you want to do now?
I don't know. What do you want to do? I wonder where those 2 people we were following went.
I'm a big fan of Monkey
Did you know
Island.
your
I
feet
am.
won't smell if you don't wash them?
That's called losing your sense of smell, Chucky. I played through all the Monkey Island games back when I first got a gaming computer. And the fact that there's a
my
new
friend
one.
D. Hey, D.
He's nuts?
Hey, Chucky, what are you jerk faces up to?
We just got here.
I'm making a list of stuff to do.
Give me that. I'm an expert planner.
You don't run this adventure game. What the hell are you?
Here. Perfect. See you around the park, shitheads.
Who the hell is D supposed to be? That's not anybody I know. Morgan Le Fay? Oh look, I still have a scurvy dog. Let's take a bite.
So good.
And is this the... No. No, I thought this was like the spitting contest from Monkey Island 2. Yeah, no. Like, I haven't felt like this ever since Tales of Monkey Island came out on the Wii. Yeah, that's right. I played them on WiiWare. It's insane that they even came out on that system, but...
Hey, Chucky, want a race?
You're on.
I'll officiate. 3, 2,
How do I run?
1, go!
Hey, I wasn't done. I win.
I win!
Good job. Colonel, I've got Emma Emmerich here. We've managed to avoid drowning. Good job. Check out the anchor, feed the duck. What is this? Duck game?
I bet I've known Chucky longer than you have.
No chance. We go way back.
Do I think the Steam collection is worth it? I'd say wait for a sale, because I think it does cost like 20 bucks.
I've got a collection of old Scurvy Dog sticks that fills a whole shoebox.
For just the first two games.
That just shows how little you know about anchors. This one's not a very good example. You'd know that if you read as much about anchors as I have. Did you know that anchors originally weren't designed to hold ships in place? They were used in combat, shot from cannons as a grapple when you were trying to board another ship. They started making them bigger and bigger because they would do more damage that way. Then, people noticed what happened when you missed the other ship.
Kyber's is sleeping.
Sea bottom instead. The current bow-shaped design is actually less effective than the sharper V-shaped design that was popular.
I'm not
last
pressing the
century.
skip button.
But the older
I'm listening to
design went
this.
out of fashion after sailors started to think the letter V was bad luck. You
MONKE.
can still find the old kind around sometimes, but
MONKE.
collectors have grabbed most of them. On a modern anchor, if you look close, you can
I
tell
don't know
that
whether
one
to be
side
impressed
is a little larger than the other. That's to prevent what's called plummeting.
Or to be
When ink
saddened
goes
by
down too
a kid
evenly,
knowing so
and then
much.
it doesn't catch well
Quote
on the
unquote
bottom.
knowing.
The little flanges at the tips are at different angles to make it twist on the
How-
way
how-
down for the same reason.
How much did
Most
they
anchors
write?
these days are made of iron, and you have to recast
How much
them
did
like
they
twice
write?
a year because they rust. About 30 years ago, somebody thought of a way to get around that by making them out
You know,
of
in the
wood
options, I
instead.
noticed there's
All
something called the
kinds of
writer's
people
cut.
invested a lot of money in these wooden anchor companies.
And it's just more
But the
dialogue?
only way they could keep them from floating was to attach another
I might-
anchor.
I
And
might-
so they gave up
I might
and
press
went
the
back
skip
to the old
button.
way. The word anchor comes from the Sanskrit
Also, Windy,
word
welcome
for
on
farm,
in.
meaning
Somebody went on a
city.
wiki deep
They're
dive.
called that because when you stop in the
Just
middle
reading
of
the wiki on a
ocean,
smartphone
it's like
right now.
being poured
Except
at
it's
an
all made up,
invisible
so it's a
city.
wiki.
Yeah, I'm kind of an expert on anchors. I read
Jay only
lot.
owns Escape on PS2. Never tried it. It's... Oh, wow. I actually listened to the whole thing. If you missed anything, you can press comma to see previous lines. Actually, that's useful. Down arrow, up arrow. Hey, what?
Did
That's
you know
cool.
you can
I've
keep
never
a
seen a
Scurvy
point-and-click
dog warm by
adventure
sticking
game
it
with a
in your
text log.
armpit?
That's a nice quality of life feature right there. But, yeah. Escape from Monkey Island, it's generally considered the worst one. It's still fun, but I would play it after playing some of the other ones. Like, the first two are great, and now that they released the Secret of Monkey Island special edition, I mean, that's the way to play it, because you get, like, the voice acting and everything. I'd take some bread.
Hey, hands off!
Hey, you were giving it away anyway. I'm hungry too. I'm a
Excuse
duck.
me,
Yes?
could we have some of your bread to feed the duck?
I don't think so. We brought it for ourselves.
You're not even supposed to give bread to ducks, lady. You're killing them. A cute duck.
I want to feed
Aw.
the duck.
Can I feed the duck with a scurvy dog? I'm going all the way around.
I'm saving this scurvy dog for myself.
Thank you, Guybrush. Give it to the kids, lady. I need those carbohydrates to grow big and strong.
Excuse me,
Yes?
will you pretend to be our parents again?
What do you mean, again?
Run along and find your real parents.
Excuse me,
Yes?
What if we're really resilient? Then maybe
will we
we'll
have
get the
some
bread.
of your bread to feed the duck?
I don't think so. We brought it for ourselves.
Wow. I mean, granted, we are annoying
In
kids.
France, they call a scurvy dog a chien sport.
Don't
But
feed
those
the duck.
adults are pretty stingy.
Don't feed the duck.
What is this? Is this the dog poop bin?
What's this red glob on the ground?
That's ketchup. It's supposed to be really good with scurvy
Oh,
dogs.
really, LeChuck? Why don't you try it? I'm not...
What's this red glob on the ground?
That's ketchup. It's
I don't
supposed
know
to
if
be
that's
really
ketchup.
good with scurvy dogs.
I don't know if that's ketchup. Why am I just
You should
picking
put
it
that
up?
on your scurvy dog.
I'm not gonna do it. I don't trust you, Chucky.
Did you know your feet won't smell if you don't wash them?
Do you want a sword fight with me?
You don't look very challenging.
Oh, I know all about sword fighting.
Do you want a sword fight with me?
You don't look very challenging.
That's what you think.
Let's
For
be
sword fighting
frank.
with the dogs.
You could never hope to beat me.
No way! You'll never catch up to my level.
I win.
I win.
You guys are both pretty weak.
We're doing
Well,
pun
anyway,
sword fighting
that
now.
was fun.
Probably is catch up. I still don't trust it. It was just on the ground. Although if it was poop, I'd be very concerned.
Do not pick the four-leaf clovers. As if. Let's look for a four-leaf clover.
Okay.
Good luck with
Did
that.
the restaurant have any bread? You need to feed the ducks with something. There's one. Nice.
I found one.
Awesome.
There was still one left? Darn.
You ever find a four-leaf clover as a kid? I found one once. In my school's, like, field, and then I lost it immediately. Turns out putting it in your pocket's not a good idea. Probably just, it was in there, but it got shredded. Like, when it got put in the wash or something.
It smells bad. It smells
What
bad.
is this? My to-do list has put sauce on my scurvy dog, so I guess I gotta do it. Ooh. I think I actually... I hate that. I hate that.
Yuck! I don't think that was ketchup.
Whoops.
Okay.
Some places you go have scurvy dogs with cheese inside.
Guybrush has eaten
Are we
worse,
done
to be
here?
honest.
We might not be able to come back.
I should find a coin to throw in.
I gave away my coin. Can I leave? What?
Hey, Dad.
Hello, Mr. Threepwood.
Hey, kids. Having fun?
Yeah.
We got scurvy dogs.
Those have toenails and stuff in them. Ugh, I read about it.
And we were playing your adventures. We just did. Big whoop.
I think this is
Big whoop.
progress. Oops.
Oh, boy. That takes me back.
I like it when Chucky asks me to put his leg back on. He says it really funny.
You guys always make up the craziest stuff for the ending of that story.
It's fun.
But you can't just change it around. That's not how storytelling works.
A lot of your stories don't feel like they're finished at the end.
What do you mean?
Well, like, there's this one that you call The Secret of Monkey Island, where
It's
you
true,
went to
though.
Monkey Island and fought LeChuck.
Oh, that story has a great ending. There's punching and fireworks. I thought you liked that one.
But you never did find the secret. Not the
Okay,
real one.
I haven't been
Sure,
Guybrush.
but
I'm
that's not what
Guybrush's
that story
son.
was about. Kids, let me tell you a story that is about finding the secret of Monkey Island.
Is this a long story?
I think maybe I gotta go use the bathroom.
Can I go
or something.
check out the rest of the
Yeah,
carnival
I
first?
have to go walk my tarantula.
Maybe I should go with them.
No, stick around.
All
This
right,
is a
well, I
good
guess the
one.
game starts now.
See, there was a rumor going around that my old nemesis, LeChuck, had somehow discovered the exact location of the secret of Monkey Island. I knew I had to get it before he did, so I went to Melee to get my own expedition started and beat him to the punch.
After 20 years, this was the explanation all along. Actually, like, I think 30 years? Yeah, it turns out it's Guybrush's son over at a theme park. Yeah, sure. Oh, check it out. Here it is. Deep in the Caribbean. The island of Melee. It looks just like the first game. This isn't Monkey Island, this is Melee Island. Created by Ron Gilbert. Let's go, Gamer Island! McJ Sunshine, how you doing? Well, now I feel like I've missed out on some content. But that's okay. That's alright. I guess I can restart the game and see if there's anything else I can do there, like, at the end of today's stream. But let's actually play the game, huh? This is exactly how the first game started. Just listening to these funky calypso tunes. Music by Michael Land. And just getting the tone set. This was more than an adventure game. This was a cinematic adventure. This was a cinematic masterpiece of its time. I shouldn't, you know what? I should say that when I play Secret of Monkey Island. This is just nostalgia at this point. Well, let's see what this is all about. I'll know everywhere where to go. I've played Secret of Monkey Island enough times. Does the island have Wi-Fi? Maybe now it does. Anachronism Stew. Who knows what year this is supposed to take place? Part 1, A Friendly Place.
Feels
It's
good
the
to
Lookout.
be back on
I wonder if
Melee
he's still
Island,
Rob Paulson.
the hub of pirating in the Caribbean, where every good expedition begins. I'll see some old pals and get things rolling. Or sailing in this case. Hi, I'm Guybrush Threepwood. Remember me?
Haven't seen you in a while, Threepwood. What have you been up to?
Well, you know, freebooting mostly, swashbuckles and so on. But now I'm getting an expedition together to find the secret of Monkey Island.
For once and for reals.
You're sailing with LeChuck.
What? LeChuck's here in Melee? Is there widespread panic? Are people evacuating?
He doesn't seem interested in carnage at the moment. Ship's just here taking on supplies and crew, as far as I can tell.
Well, anyway, no, I'm not sailing with LeChuck. You know my history with him.
Huh. So this just takes place after all the other Monkey Island games then. I see what they're doing. So they just took the end of Monkey Island 2 and set it after all the Monkey Island games. Ron Gilbert, you sneaky little sneak. I was hoping one of these was acknowledging the events of Tails or something.
LeChuck kidnapped my wife. He's always had designs on her. I sailed to Monkey Island to find them and get her back.
Oh, I thought you weren't married yet when that happened. And didn't she more or less rescue herself?
That's not the point.
It's really cool. I've noticed this with the Monkey Island games. They kind of try to keep the voice actors the same for any characters that reappear, which is amazing because sometimes it's 10 to 20 years between games. So, you know, Rob Paulson, you know him as Carl Weezer or, I don't know, Gray Fox from Twin Snakes. He voices the Lookout guy, along with some other characters in Monkey Island. But this many years later, he sounds older. He sounds like the whole Lookout man. The irony is he's half blind, and yet he's the lookout of the island. So, you know, you'd expect that sometimes pirates get by his watch.
He's an evil zombie ghost pirate, terror of the seas, and sometimes the land. A nefarious, conniving, murdering scallywag.
I like that owl.
A depraved, ruthless
owl.
villain. And a loud talker. And I'm not those things.
You are a loud
They say
talker.
opposites attract, but what do I know?
Hoo-hoo. I like this little fella. Look at him. He just like goes off with a hoo-hoo.
We've been enemies for my whole career. Everywhere I go, there he is. He plagues me. He's my nemesis.
Funny. He said the same thing about you.
Is that what we're doing? We're playing off LeChuck as actually a not terrible person. He did kidnap somebody, let's just say. And also he like kills other pirates and makes them part of his crew. Although I guess normal pirates do that.
That guy steals all my best ideas.
Are you sure it isn't the other way around? Seems like he was here first.
I don't know how he found out, but I'm sure he's just doing this to get one up on me. I'm mounting my own voyage. Mine.
Well, you'd better get cracking then. LeChuck's loading up on the outer dock as we speak.
Well, I'm gonna hire a ship and a crew and beat him to the punch. Just as soon as I can get someone to back the venture. I'm a little short on funds at the moment.
Oh, we gotta start a Kickstarter, huh?
You'll want to go talk to the pirate leaders at the Scum Bar.
Exactly. That's why I came to Melee. It'll be great to see those old guys again. We'll knock back a grog and hash out the details.
Scum Bar, by the docks.
Yeah, I know.
Long table in the back.
I know where I'm going.
We'll see.
Owl. It's like a mini
I
lookout.
detect a certain resemblance here.
Yes, it looks a lot like an owl, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Hi there, little guy.
Hi.
Not you!
Hi there, little guy. Hi there, little guy. My business right now is down those stairs with 3 pirate leaders and the fat wad of
nostalgic,
cash
y'all.
they're gonna give me.
Sunshine's excited for the Dragon Ball beta. What, there's a new Dragon Ball game coming out? I haven't been keeping up. Anytime I hear people talk about Dragon Ball games, I just automatically assume they're talking about, I assume they're talking about, its fighters. Also, re-elect... That's not Governor Marley.
Re-elect Governor Carla.
Carla?
She's tough on toughness.
Carla became the governor? Well, I guess since, you know, Elaine's been going off adventures with me, that makes sense. Hasn't been doing much governing here. Oh, look at that. They just like nailed a new dock to the back of this.
Before I go see what LeChuck is up to.
All right, okay. Look at that, the Scum Bar. I see they brought it back after it became the Lua Bar.
Some things never change. The Scum Bar will be here as long as there are pirates. Damn pirate wannabes.
Does it play the music? Yeah, we got the music. Oh, we don't got people like hanging from the chandeliers anymore, though. Is somebody gonna tell me about Loom?
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
In the back.
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back. I know, I just want to find Mancomb Seagood.
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back. A collectible card trivia book.
It's a book for storing collectible trivia cards. Looks like someone just left it here unattended.
Do I be that guy? Do I be that guy at the local game store who takes somebody's binder? Yes. It's a point-and-click game. You take everything that's not bolted down. In the back of the Scum Bar is the kitchen. Okay. I didn't know these were interactive.
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
In the back. All right, let's talk to the pirate leaders.
Looks
I
like
remember
a
the
circus
pirate
act.
leaders.
Maybe.
These 3 filthy old men who told me all about the 3 trials. These don't seem like the same people.
Have you seen the pirate leaders
Excuse
around?
me?
This is their table. In fact, you'd probably better move. You don't want to get caught sitting here.
It's our table, Rummy.
We're the pirate leaders. Get lost.
Why did it get all like super metal, dude?
I hadn't heard there was a change of leadership.
Oh no. Did nobody remember to notify you?
Maybe your party invite got lost in the mail.
To be fair, the old pirate leaders didn't really do much.
Where are the 3 older guys who used to hold court here?
Who cares?
Probably crying in an alley somewhere, wishing they were still relevant.
Making up trials for each other and writing memoirs that no one will read.
I mean, it looks like these people are in charge.
Is it you I should talk to about financing an expedition?
An expedition? Who is it that you think you are exactly?
I'm a fireman. I'm selling these fine leather jackets. Just a humble pirate unworthy to be in your august presence. I'm the rock-solid investment you've probably been waiting for.
I'm the rock-solid investment you've been waiting for.
Spare me the greasy sales pitch.
I'm not
Permission to
Stan.
slaughter the annoying old wastrel man, Captain Madison.
Wait, it was Captain Madison? She's like famous! I've got her on a trading card. Her plunder stats are amazing!
Plunder stats aren't everything.
Then the others were Captain Lila and Captain Trent. It was Lila who threatened to kill you?
Look, they weren't that great, okay? Listen to the story.
Want me to slaughter him?
Don't bother. He's just a harmless hack who thinks he has a good idea for a pirate raid.
So I shouldn't be pitching them Raid Shadow Legends? Okay, well I guess I'll skip to the next minute of my video. I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey
I'm
Island.
going to find the secret of Monkey Island.
You're wasting our time.
The secret? I didn't think that was even a real thing.
It's a prize of money value, cultural value, a mystery for the ages. It's a personal passion.
It's a personal passion of mine. I really want to find it.
Your weird fetishes are not something I need to hear about.
I didn't say it was that. Now wait a minute.
Okay, I'm sensing some reluctance, but hear me out. I could make it worth your while to help me hire a crew. A percentage of their earnings or something?
No one in here wants to chase your pipe dream.
It's gonna be harder than I thought. Look, can I at least start a Kickstarter?
With backing, I can work it out. It's a surefire investment. Triple your money or your money back.
Not interested.
Could you at least point me towards an available ship?
You don't even have a ship?
You're really up a creek.
Up a creek without a ship.
If you don't take this opportunity, LeChuck will grab it.
LeChuck?
Yes, the dreaded zombie ghost pirate LeChuck himself is also going after the secret. He's here in Melee getting ready right now. If that doesn't prove it's a worthwhile venture, I don't know what else to tell you.
Great. Problem solved.
Excellent. You'll do it.
No, of course not. Why waste money on an expedition when you can just join the one that's already going?
Have fun with your scary ghost friend. Bye-bye.
I feel like I'm getting gaslit over here.
The that idea is that LeChuck and I are basically mortal enemies.
Charlie!
Fine. I don't need you or your money. I can do this on my own.
Can I at least go to the
If I
kitchen?
can't buy a ship, I'll steal one.
I wanted
I'm
to
a
see if I
pirate.
could get a red herring.
I'll find a way to get to Monkey Island no matter what it takes.
Okay,
I
bye.
like the old pirate leaders better.
Oh. Can I come back in, or am I too embarrassed? Sorry, just walking on by. I just need to get to the kitchen. Cozy.
Nice and hot. Wonder how long I could stand here before bursting into flames.
Oh, now I think it might actually happen.
Nice and hot. Wonder how long I could stand.
Guybrush
Yo, it's the chef.
Threepwood, as I live and breathe. How have you been?
You know, peachy.
Peachy.
How's Elaine? She was always my favorite governor. Also, she covered your tab when you stopped coming in.
No pieces missing? Excuse me?
She's good. No pieces missing.
Is that something that's happened, Guybrush?
Easy there, Tiger. I'm still in my juvenile phase myself. That's what Elaine says anyway.
Well, tell her I say hello.
I'm happy that it's the old chef, but it doesn't have the same voice as the original Monkey Island, unless this is a different guy. Dun dun da 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 da.
The atmosphere in the bar is different than it used to be.
Yeah, I don't like it, but I've got to cater to the new crowd. Everything changes, Guybrush.
But the roaches stay the same.
I've missed your wit. And your low alcohol tolerance.
Hey.
To be fair, the danger of grog is more the acidity than the alcohol tolerance. Miku's cat has an eye infection. Oh no! I hope it passes soon. Also, look at these little grubbies on the grog barrel. I'm more worried about the grubs than the grog, honestly. Seriously, in one of the games you use a mug of grog to eat through a lock on a prison cell? That stuff is corrosive.
Those new pirate leaders seem like real jerks. Why do you even let them in the bar?
Well, they've driven off my old regulars, so I don't have a lot of choice if I want to stay in business. Also, if I tried to get them to leave, they'd probably cut me up and throw me in the soup. Frankly, I'm terrified of them. On the plus side, they have more disposable income and better hygiene than the old crowd.
Sounds like you're just making excuses, man. I like this photo. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Just a dude in a butt hat or a sailor hat. I like this. Got chicken on it.
Did I mention I'm going to find the secret of Monkey Island?
No, I don't think you did. Well, that's exciting. So you'll be hiring a ship at the docks?
I'm thinking I'll steal one.
As far as I know, the only ship out there is LeChuck's.
Come on, you know
Even better.
Stan's gotta
Two
be
birds with one stone.
ready
Bold. I like your
ready to
thinking.
sell me something new. I'm sure he doesn't hate me for the time that I gave him fake credit to buy a ship, or the time that I locked him inside a coffin, or the time that I took out a life insurance policy that wasn't in my name, or the time that I attacked him with mods, or that, you know, maybe Stan has a lot to hate me for, but we're like this. We go back way
I
back.
think I hear the health inspector.
What? Where?
Just kidding. That joke never gets old. Keep up the good work.
Thanks. Will do.
Can I get any of this?
pests or garnishes?
A good cook sources local supplies when he can.
Well, it's definitely a mop. Will you advance me the down payment on a ship if I help you clean up?
Put that down before you hurt yourself.
With a mop?
Clearly, there's a lot you don't know about mops.
How bad could it be?
Honestly, I think I prefer to keep it that way. Active little guys, aren't they? It's like a miniature dance party. At least they look healthy. Active little guys, aren't they?
I wish I got the I wish I got the Switch version so I could zoom in on these little maggots. I could give them music, just be like. Open the door, get on the floor. Oh, look at that. Looks like they fixed the squeaky board. Excuse me, that's a wooden seagull?
In memory of looming seagulls of old.
Oh no.
The plaque says, in
Can't
memory
take it?
of looming
just wondering what that was. Options.
I think someone tried to secure a boat with this.
Take some. Nah, the board doesn't flip when I step on it. I guess they fixed it.
The food is more exciting when you can smell the risk. Ugh, I remember that stench as if it were yesterday.
Probably yesterday's soup. Alright, let's get out of here before I contract a disease.
Mugshot.
Yep.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
Don't sound much like pirating to me.
Yuri Lowenthal?
Don't look now, but I think there's a leech on your chin.
Buzz off.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
It'll turn out to be a t-shirt or something.
Yeah, probably.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you.
I like the old pirates. They were much more fun. They talked about Loom. You know, only the greatest game from the likes of Brian Moriarty from Lucasfilm.
Elaine?
Elaine!
Guybrush!
Wait, are you going to tell a mushy part now?
A little, but I can skip over the hugs and kisses. Elaine.
No, Guybrush, don't skip
Guybrush.
it. Remind me how long we've been married. Tell me what point, where the timeline we are.
Remind me how long we've been married.
Well, it still feels like the first day somehow.
That doesn't help.
How's your scurvy prevention project?
It's great! We're going to get a lot of limes to a lot of sailors and save a lot of lives. I've got to come up with a way to deal with Captain Madison, though. The pressure she's putting on the town is making it hard for social programs like mine.
You think they'd listen to the former governor of this island? The voodoo shop's going out of business? Oh no! What's the voodoo lady gonna do now?
You wouldn't happen to have a ship with you.
How did we get
No,
here?
silly. I came on a charter. Just like you.
Ah.
Yeah, I figured that, but it never hurts to ask. I'm finding it harder than I thought to get hold of a ship and a crew for my expedition. The new local leadership was less than supportive.
Why don't you ask around at the docks? I'm sure you can find something.
Not the voodoo shop. The voodoo lady, she's like the most important character of all of Monkey Island. She always tells Guybrush where to go and how to solve his problems, how to make root beer. Ah, root beer.
Sounds like we both met Captain Madison.
I don't like her. She's the one who pushed to shut down the shipyard.
She doesn't understand the value of the secret of Monkey Island.
She laughed at me.
Me too.
Obviously, the woman has no taste and a lousy sense of humor.
In a point-and-click adventure, you gotta have a sense of humor, or else you don't survive.
You've probably got to get going.
You say goodbye first.
Ah.
No, you say bye first.
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 If I say this enough, does Guybrush's son get all ew?
No, you say bye first.
Okay. Bye.
Aww.
Bye.
Dang. Guybrush is all depressed now. He didn't want to actually leave her.
The problem with this statue is it's not a statue of Elaine, the best ever
Ron
governor
Gilbert.
of Melee. The problem with this statue is it's not a statue
True,
of Elaine.
though.
It's Elaine's flyer about how limes combat scurvy. It's important, but boring. I've never once made it all the way to the end.
She just put this up. Why would I take it?
Elaine would kill me if she caught me pulling down her flyers. They're having a half-off sale.
You can you gotta be persistent in these games. Apparently you can win the you say buy first.
They're having a half-off sale.
All right, Voodoo
Going
Lady.
out of business? This place is an institution.
International House of Mojo. The Voodoo Lady.
International House of Mojo. This place hasn't changed in years.
Her name's just Voodoo Lady. Apparently she's known by many names from many different islands.
Welcome, Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again.
I have been waiting for you.
Been years, search secret of Monkey Island, a bunch of cash.
I cannot give you what you wish. But perhaps I can help in another way. Allow me to seek knowledge on your behalf.
Will it
She really was like, I'm gonna stop you right there.
Free will. Not much. The way to the secret is like a serpent which swallows itself.
Ouroboros.
Many obstacles lie ahead.
Serpent, obstacles, got it.
Eh?
You must walk the path. Yet you have already walked the path.
So do what I've done before.
Again.
What is that? Don't throw that in the cauldron.
When you are unsure of the way forward, open this book for guidance on what is to come.
It's a hint book.
It can tell me my future?
In a way. Think of it as a book of hints.
It tells you what to do next in the game.
A book of hints. Use it wisely. To know too much diminishes the voyage.
Neat. Thanks.
No charge. Now you must go. I have a luncheon, and your destiny lies at the docks.
Voodoo Lady has friends?
Most assuredly.
Wow. Aw. I'll go back.
At Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon. Back shortly.
Voodoo Lady looks like she's getting on in years, but it's the same Voodoo Lady we know and love. What is this? Wally's Maps and More. Wally set up shop on Melee. No way. Wally's from Monkey Island too.
Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon.
Oh, him
Back
too,
shortly.
huh? Oh, I'm not allowed to go inside here?
Property foreclosed by order of Madison Enterprises. Oh, this was my favorite novelty store.
Not that you could actually go inside. When you go in this door, the game trolls you by making you come out at this door. It's like, what? At least Secret did. And it's always 10 o'clock on the island. All the time.
Oh, yeah. That clock has been broken for decades now. Elaine would never have stood for this when she was governor.
Graffiti here, graffiti there. Wow, 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 wow. Graffiti everywhere.
This place has kind of gone downhill.
Man, I really feel like... Yeah, this is like going back to your hometown after 20 years. Like, what happened to this place, dude? Also, Shadow Storm Strider, welcome on in.
Looks like Wally's got a new place in Melee.
We're on Melee Island.
Not still sore about the monocle.
I'm a little upset because there was this whole prologue at the beginning of the game where you could do random stuff. But I guess it was just like tutorial. I don't know how much it affects the main game, but hey, look at that. Melee Island. Just like Guybrush Threepwood was on 30 years ago. Hello?
Hi.
Everybody thinks they know more than the other.
I don't.
Okay.
Once you have a key, you've got to open the door.
It's generally how I play these games.
Things are not what they seem.
That's what makes it fun.
All keys are gold. It's the way of keys.
This lady has a lot of genuine knowledge, I tell you what.
No one ever works together. All want their own prize.
The duck will never get fed. To be fair, I wasn't allowed to have bread.
When they get close to finding it, suddenly they are gone.
Old general
the note
store.
Says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better.
Yeah, I did kind of take them out 5,000 gold. Pieces of 8. The alley. They still got the poster for the circus back here? Can I go inside? Oh, card. In the park, there is I know there's a well. Was there a swing? It's gone! What the hell? So what, it's just gone forever? I feel bad.
It seems to be stuck closed.
Well, now I'm just upset about that. I didn't know there was a penalty. I wonder if I just... So what, I'd have to start in a whole new game if I want that trivia card?
Aw, this is where I risked my neck for Elaine, and she showed me she only needed me to risk my heart. Also, the windows need some work.
Bill Cipher.
Looks sort of like an eye. I think it's a chandelier.
I never knew there was a locksmith here. You could just never could see it with the old VGA graphics. If Otis is in jail again, I swear.
A visitor! Wait. Guybrush Threepwood?
Is
Otis!
Howdy,
it
kid.
is Otis? Oh, hi, Stan.
Otis, old pal. You haven't changed much since I last saw you.
It's a different voice.
I blame the government.
In fact, didn't we first meet right here?
Not at all. I was in the other cell that time. You look different somehow. New art style?
Oh, nice of you to notice.
I think it's a different voice actor. I mean, he's always had an accent, but that's not the voice he had. What did they get you for this time?
What did they get you for this
New
time?
sheriff?
I'm a victim of circumstance. Circumstance being that too much attention gets paid to little things that don't hurt anyone, while hard killers roam the streets with pistols and swords.
I noticed you didn't say what crime they locked you up
They didn't answer my question.
It was nothing. I was just picking some flowers.
Again?
In the forest?
No, that's illegal. I learned my lesson. I picked them from the governor's garden instead.
Probably also illegal.
Picking flowers from the governor's garden sounds like an unwise choice.
We used to be friends. Sort of.
Not really.
Anyway, they aren't even her flowers. Taxes pay for them. It's
I guess
public
Otis and Carla.
property. I don't know why anyone bothers me about it. I don't hurt anybody.
We'll accept the flowers.
They're annuals. They're doomed anyway.
They're basically both. They basically both hate me. I guess Otis has warmed up in a while, though. I mean, I did leave them both stranded on Monkey Island, as you do. They made it back okay.
Big news. I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
That sounds fantastic. You know what I remember most about Monkey Island? The time you busted me out of jail right before we went there. I don't cruise ships anymore. But maybe you can still help me out. Like you did all those years
I'm not going to
ago.
transfer more grog for you,
Possibly,
dude.
though it was kind of tricky last time, and I didn't get much out of it in the end.
I would be most appreciative. A locksmith has opened very conveniently across the way. I am told locksmiths can make keys for things. Things like cell doors.
How would I know?
Imagine that.
Guybrush, you gotta get me out of here. It's custard night. I don't think I can take that again.
I'll
Better
make
than
it my
carrot
number
cake.
3 priority.
Thanks.
Number 3. Did this game just come out? Yeah, it came out today
Watch your
on
boots in
National
here, son.
Talk
It's
Like a Pirate
swamp,
Day.
Without the clean parts.
Get to you in a second, Stan. Also, how are you even in there? I thought this door was welded shut. Look, it's still melted. It's still melted from when I used grog on it. They never replaced it in, what, 20 years?
How's your day going?
It's going good, Stan. I'll just stand right here and just torch you for a little bit. Don't even see you notice on the cast list? It's weird. Maybe it's like just a guy that looks like
It
Otis.
says jail rules. 1.
No, it doesn't.
No escaping. It says jail rules. 1. No escaping.
What's rule 2? You don't talk about jail?
Any writing that was once here has been rubbed away.
Oh, wait a minute. Is there writing on this one?
I think there's some writing on it, but it's too tiny to read.
I probably need a magnifying
you look
glass.
like you're having a good time. That's nice.
Miki was just watching Gravity Falls. Ah, so you know who the Bill Cipher is. Have you seen it before, Miku? I don't want to spoil it, but I love that show. It's a shame that it only lasted 2 seasons, but you know what I should do?
They
I
say
should get the
only
video
real
game.
prison is the one in your head. But take it from me, that's a load of barnacles.
Hey, Stan.
Hello there, son.
Is he still mad at me?
What did you do that got you arrested?
Let me tell you something,
Look,
son.
listen.
It's not what a man does that matters, it's who he is. Maybe one day, in a moment of weakness, he crosses a line. But if he's confident about what's in his heart, he can hold his head high. And you know what's in my heart, son?
Cholesterol?
Blood and goopy stuff?
People. People are in my heart. Anything I may have allegedly done, you can be sure I did it because I care about people.
That doesn't answer my question either. But you've dodged the question in a different way from Otis. This is Stan. He's a used boat salesman, also a used coffin salesman, also a life insurance salesman. It's playing his theme right now.
What exactly did you allegedly do for people that got you arrested?
I gave them what they wanted. Now, naturally, people don't always know that they want the things they want. Sometimes it takes a man with a talent like mine to show them the way. And sometimes people who are jealous of that sort of talent will try to put all sorts of unpleasant labels on it. They use hurtful words like scam and misrepresentation and even fraud. But it's all just marketing, son. As natural as the rocks and the trees and the Malay Island flounder birds. And that's why I'm not worried. I'm awaiting final judgment of the court, but I'm certain I'll be acquitted. They don't hang people for marketing.
I don't know about that. This guy is basically Spampton. You know, he's trying to sell you good deals at a special price.
Didn't you used to have a law practice or something?
Used to, but I was disbarred for what we former law practitioners call moral turpitude.
Is that a real word?
More or less. It's one of those handy catch-all words that you can use whatever you want because it doesn't mean anything specific.
So what does it mean in this case?
I was really hoping to buy a ship from you.
Doesn't look like he has any at the moment.
I would do absolutely anything to get you into a comfortable ride right away. But my hands are tied. They're shackled. I can't do it. Not at any price. I'm completely out of inventory. Every ship on the lot was seized by unscrupulous lawyers who don't care about your sailing needs the way I do.
Oh, that's terrible.
Believe me, I feel worse about it than you do.
Wait, now that I'm in the game proper, shouldn't I have the pre-order bonus? I'm checking something right here. Da 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 da. Ba ba da 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 da. Da 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 da. How can I check what DLC I have for this game? Da 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 da. Ba ba da 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 da. Manage my one DLC. Yeah, I have it. It's there. Maybe I just haven't looked at my inventory yet.
Could I get a ship from you after you're out of jail?
Don't count on it, son. I expect to be released any time, but I haven't even got anything on back order. It pains me to lose a sale, but if you need to get off this island, you're gonna have to find another way.
Robo, got it. Can you refer me to a competitor?
Could you refer me to a competitor?
Stab me in the heart. You'd go to a competitor? Where's your loyalty, son?
You're not doing much competing right
as
now.
You're in jail and have no ships and can't help me, I thought.
It doesn't matter anyway. There's no competition. I drove them all out of business long ago. Nobody can play the angles like old Stan.
Look at his jacket.
I didn't really anticipate a situation like this one coming up.
No matter how he moves his arms, the plaid pattern stays.
Any tips on how to steal a ship from someone else?
One word, son. Mutiny. Get yourself on board a worthy vessel, gain the confidence of the crew, wait for the right moment, and strike.
I
If
got
you
a
don't get
mutiny,
killed,
LeChuck.
Look me up afterwards. I'll give you a good price for anything that can stay above the waterline. Naturally, it'll have to be store credit until I get back on my feet.
Okay, well, you know, Stan, it's been real, but
okay.
I need to find a more lucrative venture.
Anything I can do to help you, let me know. As long as it doesn't involve selling you a ship.
That's why I'm here, though.
Would it help if I broke you out of jail?
Now that's a kind offer, it truly is. Warms me to think that you'd do that for your old pal Stan. But I've got to think about the optics. I don't want to damage my case, and escaping from jail doesn't look good at trial.
Generally doesn't.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Look at him. You're in part of the system, man. You gotta break out of it. Break the cycle.
Well, is there anything else I can do for you?
Now that you mention it,
Renting
there
a
is
ship.
one thing I've been
There you
missing
go,
during my
subscription
time
fee.
here in this lofty establishment. In all the rush and fuss and document shredding surrounding my arrest, I completely forgot to grab my toothbrush. If you happen to be passing by the shipyard, you might grab it for me. It'll be on my desk in the office.
That's a deceptively simple request.
Are you sure you don't want me to break you out?
115%, son, but thanks.
Are you sure you don't want me to break you out?
115%, son, but thanks.
Enigmatic Shark, look at you being a pirate. Our matey. I see you've got some practice. You want to go download some MP3s? Not that I'd ever do that.
I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
The secret? Boy, that takes me back. But if you're looking for help, you're barking up the wrong enchilada. Just remember, life has no guarantees or warranties. Only jamborees.
Thanks. That's advice.
It definitely also has mutinies.
See you later.
Yep.
And I'd rather not have that happen to me. Miku's watched Gravity Falls a couple of times.
Kid.
You know,
Stick to the
Miku,
narrow
I actually
straights.
have that special edition journal. Yeah, it's here! It's here! I was gonna mention this as soon as I got into normal gameplay. I have the horse armor!
This has gotten me out of a lot of scrapes over the years.
Oh, sure it has, Guybrush.
This has gotten me out of a lot of scrapes over the years.
If you pre-ordered this
Jail
game,
is like a bad
you will
breakfast.
get horse
Small,
armor.
greasy, and
The
hard to
infamous
swallow.
DLC from the days of Oblivion Elder Scrolls. It has no purpose in the game, apparently. Supposedly. What if I show it to people?
Hey, Stan. Would a set of horse armor do you any good?
Oh, it already has. What a fantastic marketing gimmick. Everybody's a sucker for horse armor.
I see.
At least this jail has 2 lamps.
Yeah, we are living the life.
What if I try to use the horse armor on stuff?
Darn it. I've been trying to inventory the spiders, but they keep eating each other, and I have to start over.
Can I only show it to Stan?
I think there's some writing on it, but it's too tiny to read.
You wouldn't download fried chicken. I would. Sounds delicious.
Guybrush, you gotta get me out of here.
I'll figure out a way,
my
dude.
Number 3 priority.
Alright, let's get out of here. What's that?
Eeh, the spider. Ugh, it's that same spider. Ah, it's that spider again. Ew, I simply don't like looking at that spider.
Why you keep doing it, Guybrush?
Ah, every time I look at it, it's somehow worse.
You're dancing.
Yikes! Why do I keep looking at it? Yikes! Why do I keep looking at it? Yikes! Why do I keep looking at it?
Alright, I'll spare you the torture, Guybrush. Download a card, download more
Hi there,
RAM.
newcomer.
Who are you?
Hello. I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Locke Smith.
Who are you,
Kidding,
Ace
right?
Attorney character?
Nope. And before you ask, yes, they did. Yes, it was. And they really, really wanted me to follow in the family business.
Well, okay then. That whole family of locksmiths.
Can you really make keys for stuff? That seems like a magic trick.
Modern locks have serial numbers that tell me all I need to know. No tricks necessary. Just information.
It seems wrong that you can make a key from just the serial number.
It's a failsafe, in case people lose their key. You know how people are.
If I know anything from the lockpicking lawyer, locks are really not secure at all. They're just more of a keep honest people honest thing.
Aren't locks way less secure if all you need is a number to get a new key?
That's why you should never share the serial number with anyone.
It's on the front though. Mr. Gunny, welcome on in. Welcome to Monkey Island. I've been a fan of this series for decades now, but the fact that there's a new game out, I'm excited. I play this the slow way. I enjoy it. I let it burn into my memory.
What happens if you lose your key and the
And
serial
I'm just
number
having
at
the
same
best
time?
fun for
The
it.
numbers are usually engraved on the locks, just in case. And if you lose the lock, chances are you don't need a new key.
It's true though.
Well, what's to stop me reading the serial number on someone else's lock and having a key made?
The numbers are printed small enough that you need a special tool to read them.
Magnifying
Only a pro
glass.
would have a tool like that.
Can I borrow your lock serial number reading tool?
My magnifier? Not a chance. I could be drummed out of the union for that. If you want to play locksmith, you'll have to look elsewhere.
Can't I, like, just use Herman Toothrot's telescope or something? Come on.
Tell me again about how to have keys made. It's exciting.
You bring me the serial number from the lock, I make the key. It's pretty straightforward.
Ever see the episode about the kids' movement-themed lock that puts actual high-grade logs to shame? Episode of what?
Who's the old lady in the window across the way?
You mean Whitey Bones. She used to be the Undertaker here years ago. Seems to know a lot of things that maybe don't quite fit together.
Mail Island has a Undertaker?
How well do you know Whitey Bones?
Not well at all. But she's been living near my shop for quite a few years.
This shop hasn't even been here for a few years.
But she moved when you moved?
I'm sure it's just a coincidence.
Oh, that's a little creepy.
I'm on a quest to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Exciting. The story in my family is that the secret is sort of like a key. One that opens all locks at once.
It is a little bit suspicious. Why does she follow your shop?
That seems enormously useful.
Maybe. Depends on if you can close them again.
Blade, do you mean the episode of Lockpicking Lawyer? There was a Moomin-themed lock on Lockpicking Lawyer? I never saw that one. Here's the thing, though, like... The point of a locksmith is... The point of locks and locksmiths is that, like, it should be relatively straightforward to get into a lock that you lost the key for, or else you're just out of your own house. So then it's a little... Like, do you really need a lock to be secure? If, say... you just need to get into your house. At that point, the weakest point of entry is, like, they'll just break a window if they can't pick the lock, you know? You only need it if, like, I don't know, you work in a government facility where at the point where somebody's trying to bust in with force, then they need to be escorted off the premises. Because if somebody has, you know, enough force, whatever that method is, they will get in. So, yeah, that's the thing about locks. Security is a farce. Also, Squidgy Bone, welcome on in. We're talking about locks. We're at a locksmith. Her name is Locksmith.
How would you like to join a pirate crew?
Would I have to leave my shop?
Yes.
Well, yes, that's the general idea. The crew actually get on the ship and, you know,
It has
crew
come to my
Thanks.
attention that I missed
I'll
your
pass.
birthday.
Try down at the docks. There's always somebody hiring somebody down there.
Oh, hi, Opsters. Thank you for the 1,000 bits. That's more than you ever need to give, which is 0. But I appreciate all the same. I promise to use that for video games. It's like a birthday present. How are you doing, sir? My birthday was last week, but this is my birthday present. Playing some good old Monkey Island.
I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything. I've got a system, and I don't like it disrupted.
That's fine. That's fine.
At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
I see a peninsula trailing off into small islands, but no X marks the spot.
It's southern Florida. I have family
Southern
there.
Florida. We are in a real world location, not Melee Island, but we're in the Caribbean, so, you know, I guess you could sail to Florida.
Are these for customers?
Hands off. Those are my last crackers.
Are they for the bird?
Handsome looking parrot.
And also vicious. But it was my mother's favorite.
Look, I've had my fair share of vicious parrots. I even touched one once. It was meat hooks. Look, how much more dangerous can this one be? Ray K. Obscuro, how you doing? Have I returned return? Have I enjoyed return? It's been fun so far. I've definitely, Also, has the game been, like, flashing or anything like that? Or is that my computer doing something weird? Looks fine on the capture. Anyway, this game is neat. Yeah, I think there's something... I'm not sure. I'm not sure if there's something flashing over the capture or if that's my browser being weird. Like, the text is flashing, but nah, I think it's fine. But yeah, the jokes, there are some jokes that have just made me giggle in excitement. Not like a, haha, that pun is so funny, but more like, oh, I've missed these people interacting with each other.
These are nice.
It's a locksmithing test.
Close it all up, and if you get the key out, you pass?
That's the beginner level, yes.
What's the intermediate level?
The real challenge is to lock the larger box inside the smaller one.
What is this, a TARDIS?
These are nice.
Thanks.
What's this key?
That's for a lockable quiver.
That one looks like a gun.
What's that key?
That one is only for going in, never for coming out.
What's that key?
That one's for making a quick exit from somewhere you're trapped.
Oh, I'll need one of those. Can I have that one?
What's that key?
That opens a long, straight wardrobe for keeping long, straight dresses.
What's this key?
That activates a mechanical kettle.
What's this key?
That unlocks your house.
My house? How do you know my house lock?
What's that key?
That one is only for going in, never for coming out.
Standard point-and-click game procedure. You click on the same thing until it gives you new dialogue.
Yep. This wouldn't be much of a lock shop without a key grinder.
Locks need to be secure, just enough for people to stop them quietly getting in.
I see everyone in that portrait has lovely locks.
If you have to make a pun, at least make a good one.
I thought it was pretty good. Or at least buy time. Yeah, it's just got to be more inconvenient for the robber or whoever to try to break the lock than to
band or something?
do anything else.
My mother's band, the Golden Keys. They were named after some actual golden keys that she spent a bunch of time looking for.
Am I a ficus chicken? What does that mean? Am I a plant? I'm a ficus? I guess we could go visit the governor's house. Although it would be Carla's house now. Mastering the way of the point and click. The real content is the dialogue. Island's interior. Oh, they put a little exit here. Let's go visit Carla. Who's apparently the governor now.
Carla.
Hi. We got a sword fight?
Guybrush Threepwood.
What's up? How's it going? Sword fight, sword fight!
Hello, Swordmaster.
Prepare to taste my blade, you washed-up hack.
But when was the last time you had a bath? When was the last time you had a bath?
Ha! That was marginally clever.
It's nice to see you again.
You too.
Yeah! Insult sword fighting, baby! Oh, this is how we catch up?
I hope you're not still sore about that thing with the ship that one time.
Ancient history.
Oh, good.
I can think of plenty of more recent things to hold against you.
Oh.
Ouch.
I heard from your wife. She's coming by to talk about scurvy legislation. I assume you're involved with that somehow?
They don't have to rhyme, though. We're not at sea. If we were at sea, all the insults have to rhyme. Okay, I'm involved with the scurvy legislation? Cooking, maybe?
I've got my own project cooking.
Of course you do. If it isn't about the scurvy project, why?
Nah, we're just talking.
Elaine says Captain Madison is hurting her scurvy project.
Maybe Carla can do something about it? Also, she's been working out.
Public funding. The town was in a bind a while back, and that so-and-so, Captain Madison, saw an opportunity. She lent us the cash we needed, but now we're up a creek paying the interest. Things like social programs, waste management, and town maintenance are all on the back burner.
I like that woman less every minute.
You and me both.
I may become a pirate leader anyway. Oh my goodness. Did I click the box for the writer's edition? I didn't. I was afraid that it might add too much dialogue. Have you been playing with it? If it doesn't add too much, I might click it. Because I was curious about that. And the cutscenes with the close-ups. I meant to talk about that. Especially when Guybrush was talking to Elaine. It's like how they did it in The Secret of Monkey Island, where they would have close-ups to character portraits. But this time it feels like, oh, we're just taking a good look at our old friends. Don't know how much it adds. Let me see if clicking it now won't worse pacing. How much worse could the pacing be? Let me see if it doesn't change too much.
Well, the mansion hasn't changed much. Elaine's style is still everywhere. Even the books are hers.
They're my books now, as you well know.
Do you even care about them?
I'm looking for the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you. I don't have it.
I'll be needing a crew. You interested?
Ha! I'd rather swallow a live badger than crew with you again. No offense intended.
I mean, that's fair.
Unlikely, but
the two
possible?
times we captained the crew.
You want a crew, go down to the docks and hire one.
Is there a government program that funds expeditions to find secrets of Monkey Island?
Oh,
maybe a GoFundMe?
You're too late for that one. We canceled it last year and diverted the funds to build a habitat for the rare Caribbean whining leech.
Darn.
There's a ship at the docks that's headed for Monkey Island.
I think you're talking about LeChuck's ship.
Do you want to go to Monkey Island or don't you?
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
So this is Carla. She was the former swordmaster of the island. She taught Guybrush, well, rather, Guybrush learned how to sword fight from one of her old, like, crew mates, I guess? And then we took her on after learning all the insults of the island. It was so cool. I hope we do more insult sword fighting at some point. But that's how sword fighting works in these games. Like a comedy movie or something. You don't just swing your sword around, but you gotta make quips. And the quips that your opponents make, you have to counter with even more cleverness. They say something like, "This is the end for you." Got the point? Oh yeah, well I've got a tip for you. Something like that. You fight like a dairy farmer. How appropriate. You fight like a cow.
I like your stuffed, guess it's a dog?
Please, take that and throw it away. It was a gift from the Earl of Thickwater, who is a contemptible pig.
Gross. Let's do some trivia. Can I show her the horse armor? I can only show Stan the horse armor. That's amazing. Unfortunately, I already failed one of these trivia cards. Does anybody happen to know if I fail a trivia card, is it possible to get again, or is it just gone forever? The acronym for the Marley Scurvy Foundation is... Oh, I wasn't paying attention! I would love if it was scum. Oh, you know what? I had the flyer in my... No, I don't have the flyer in my inventory. She was like, Elaine will kill me if I take it. You might find the same one again. Okay. Well, I won't answer anything I
Out of
can't
my bedroom, Threepwood.
answer at the moment. I need to go find that flyer again. Oh no, I can examine each one of these books. You know I will.
I tried to read that once, but I couldn't finish it.
I mean, scum would make sense. But I don't want to just pick it just because it's scripting something for Maniac Mansion.
Does not include Secret of Monkey Island. Oh.
Damn. The Big Book of Treasure Maps. Ingredients by Barbie LaFlay. Any relation to Morgan?
It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty. It's thicker than I would have imagined.
Ship-to-Ship Combat Strategies by Stupid Captain Madison. The Autobiography of John Laney.
Note to the reader. No disguised secrets are revealed in this book.
Can I just take these?
Can I borrow a book?
You've got a lot of nerve asking that. You never brought back the last book you borrowed. I had to buy another copy. You never even apologized.
I would say I pay for it, but that's a lie.
I totally forgot.
Of course you did. You think like a cow.
Well, you think like a dairy farmer. Admire the official portrait of the governor's sword. Edgeworth.
Ugh, looks like Carla wasn't too keen on getting her portrait done.
She's attacking the painter, and then the painter painted it into the painting.
I've always thought this looked like my old ship, the Sea Monkey.
It really is. I bet I can break this if I poke it enough. Aww. Scurvy. I don't think the acronym for the thing is scurvy. So what, I'm not allowed to go behind into the hidden room with the quarrelsome rhinoceros anymore? Dang. Let's go look at that flyer again so I can answer the question. Then I'll head this way. Oh, look, there are more pirates here.
It's Elaine's flyer about how limes combat scurvy. It's important, but boring. I've never once made it all the way to the end.
I wasn't paying attention when Elaine talked about it. Does anybody know? The men of low moral fiber. Hey! They're different, though.
Well, if it isn't
Wait,
Frank,
they're the old
Fred, and
pirate
Finn.
leaders!
How are you?
What you be talking about, boy?
Oh, whoops. Sorry, I mistook you for someone else. In a good way, I promise.
Aren't you that Guybrush Threepwood? What wants to be a pirate?
It is!
You're the pirate leaders. I was looking for you.
Aye, well, we're not the pirate leaders no more.
Former pirate leaders is what we are.
Yeah, I already met the chilling trio who took your place. And your table.
Escaped with your life, I see.
Yeah, I don't remember the name of the anti-scurvy thing. I don't think Elaine's gonna tell us again. I mean, I picked Scum. I want it to be Scum. What do you mean wants to be? I never showed them the third. Aw, damn it.
What did you mean wants to be a pirate? I've been a pirate for a long time now.
You may call yourself that, but remember the 3 trials.
I remember them. I was proud to complete them. I still talk about it sometimes. Ad nauseum, Elaine says. It's Latin for something.
It's also a Magic the Gathering card.
I don't recall us being presented with evidence as to the completion of all 3.
You guys left before I could show you the third one.
Instructions at the time.
Oh no, really?
'Tis true enough.
Do I still have
listen,
the
can
t-shirts?
this wait a little longer? I've got a lot on my to-do list right now.
It matters not. We've all of us moved on.
How would you like to back my venture to
I
find
don't
the
think
secret
they
of
have
Monkey
much
Island?
money, Guybrush.
The secret?
What a prize!
That's what I tried to tell those clowns in the bar.
They say the pirate that holds the secret can never be sunk, that the wind always fills his sails.
So you're in?
Alas, no.
Those days are behind us.
We've sold our ship and sunk all of the cash into our next venture.
Oh, don't tell me.
Nuts.
Wait. Didn't I hear that the ghost pirate LeChuck be going to Monkey Island?
Don't say it. I'm afraid I'm gonna somehow wind up going with him.
Hey, if I get to mutiny him, though, that'd be pretty cool. Thanks for the hydrate.
Tell me about your next venture. What is it?
Please don't tell me it's Bitcoin.
On the high street where the general store used to be.
A place for buying of fish and telling tales about the catching of fish.
Could be a
We'll
sushi
be
shop.
open on the morrow. Be sure to stop by.
We'll give you the friend's price on the unpopular fish.
Wow,
You said you don't have a
thanks.
ship? Where do you get your fish?
From reputable sources.
We'll give you an additional discount if you don't talk about that where people can hear you.
How is it that you're not the pirate leaders
Are they
anymore?
democratically
Time in
elected?
democracy, boy.
They are!
A lot of our supporters be dead drunk, or retired.
Our eyes be sharp and our judgments keen. But once you be labeled old school, that's all that gets seen.
The traditions of the 3 trials have become a joking matter in some quarters.
Dark times.
Aye, they even water the grog and mix it with fruit these days. Won't even strip the varnish off a deck.
That's not grog. That's LaCroix.
Why'd you pick this corner instead of one closer to your fish shop?
The woman that lives above the shop location is doing a bit of haranguing today. We'll stay clear of her. Thanks very much.
Haranguing.
Do you know where I can get my hands on a ship?
Nay.
Stands were the only place for ships.
They've shut it down and thrown the man into jail.
Afraid you're out of luck?
No
Do I have to be his
shit.
defense attorney?
I wonder if I really should be trying to get on LeChuck's ship.
I'm out of options.
Seems likely.
Tell me I can give you the horse armor, please.
This has gotten me out of a lot of scrapes over the years.
When did I get this pen?
The pen is mightier than the sword. The pen is mightier than the sword. It's hopeless. It's hopeless.
It's a Gordian knot. How much money do I have?
I've got a few coins for incidentals.
So not much, Guybrush. Alright, let's try that. You know what I can do? I can look at my own VOD. and then C. Here, let's put on some Monkey Island music while we wait. Go back in the VOD and see what the acronym was for me. Return to Monkey Island, tell me what the secret of Monkey Island is. Or at least tell me the acronym for your anti-scurvy petition. Man, have I already been playing for 2 hours though? I have a feeling the progress will be very slow, but I'm all for it. Alright, I found the part where I meet up with Elaine. Alright, tell me about scurvy. I may have been distracted. I didn't ask her about scurvy. Oh no! I just wanted to know how long they've been married. She talked about it, right? What did she say? Alright, I'm listening. I'm looking at the conversation. Skipping over the hugs and kisses. Okay. No, you say bye first. No, you say bye first. No, you say bye first. Did I not ask her about the scurvy? Maybe she talked about it when she talked about Captain Madison. Doesn't understand the value. Laughed at me. Me too. No taste and a lousy sense of humor. No. No! I don't think you get the acronym unless you actually ask her about the Scurvy Project. I could swore, though. She mentioned the Scurvy Project. Social programs. Gonna get a lot of limes, save sailors. What did she say? What did she say? Bucket. How's your Scurvy Project? It's great. We're gonna get a lot of limes, do a lot of sailors, save a lot of lives. I've got to come up with a way to deal with Captain Madison. Did she not say? I feel like she didn't. Yeah, no, she didn't tell me the acronym. Huh. Well, I'm not gonna answer that unless I get the answer. Da, 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 da. Thanks for the bucket. Alright, tell me about scurvy. Weird pickup line, but okay. Hey, when you're a pirate though, that means you're concerned about the well-being of others. And that is self-care right there. Thanks for the bucket, Haru. Oh, look at this. Can I talk to pirates? Can I learn insults? Can I go visit the stump that asked me for Disc 22? What, I can't go to Meat Hook's Island? Alright, let's check the shipyard, I guess. Need to get Stan's toothbrush.
Wow.
Look at that.
It's worse than I imagined.
There really is nothing here anymore.
The assets of this establishment have been seized to settle a class action lawsuit. Have a nice day.
Wait! Can I at least go inside?
The assets of this establishment have been seized to settle a class action lawsuit. Have a nice day.
Class action.
The window's all boarded up.
Stan is a class act.
It's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush? The window's all boarded up.
How do I get in?
It's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush?
I'll find a way. Look, the fixer-upper's still here.
Looks like the only available ship on the island right now is LeChuck's.
Well, shiza. Bucket?
Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now. Looks like the only available ship on the island right now is it's a dried-up old sea sponge. It's bone dry.
Squeeze the sponge?
I guess Stan hasn't washed a ship in a while.
Take the sponge. Finally, I found a Sponja Grande.
Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now. I remember when these torches lit up Stan's previously owned vessels like a carnival. This used to be such a bright, cheery place. It's sad to see the shipyard like this. It always looks bigger on this side of the island. It always looks bigger on this side of the island.
That's because the other side was rendered as a tiny little
The assets of this establishment have been seized to settle a class action
I'm sorry,
lawsuit.
Stan, I can't get your
Have a nice
toothbrush.
day.
You're gonna have to brush with rats. They're hairy enough. Aru's here. You're legally allowed to meme. Well, I never stopped you. I'll just, you know, look the other way if you provide me with susceptible payment.
Oh, I used to love these when I was 6.
There's the bridge. Where's the troll?
Museum of Pirate Lore.
Never knew there was a museum out here.
I used to love these when I was 6. Until I got trapped in one for 2 days. I think they're illegal now.
Read the sign. This was Carlin's place? Oh, it was! You're right!
At Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon. Back shortly.
Everyone's going to the luncheon.
Once upon a time, I won a t-shirt right here on the front lawn.
Wow. What?
Oh, I used to love these when I was 6.
To the deep dark forest where I'm sure to get lost. Let's do it. I regret this decision immediately. Next time on the map screen, can I hold for a moment and take a look at Guybrush's face? How do I look at his face? It's so small. He's got a big collar, at least. Da 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 da. I'm not playing this on the Switch, by the way. I can't zoom in. Frog. Bat. Carnivorous plant.
A classic specimen of Alata needleus. A carnivorous vascular dicot known for its tasteful coloration, slight wiggle, and loads of tiny, sharp teeth.
Guybrush, when did you become a botanist? Is this one of those hidden skills?
Ooh, purple flowers. These must be teasel. Or alliums. Or clematis.
Or purple flowers. I wonder if you could just remember the directions on how to get through the forest from like Monkey Island 1 and just do the same thing. Back cha-cha-cha, left cha-cha-cha.
I'm hopelessly lost without a map.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh, you didn't realize it was his whole body? No, yeah, it's just with like a big collar. I want to go to visit
museum is gone. So is the cable to his island.
Aww.
It's just as well, given the worldwide rubber chicken with a pulley in the middle shortage.
Seems like just yesterday, everyone and their mama had one. Well, I guess I should try to get onto LeChuck's ship.
Hi again. Oh, those new pirate leaders are real jerks. They laughed at me, and they won't fund my expedition. Why didn't you warn me?
Would you have listened?
Of course. Okay, no, probably not.
Chicken, can you fund my expedition? No? I need a ship. Man, you can't even see the moon from here anymore. Alright, let's stroll along the docks. The ship. Le ship.
How clever. How clever. Expedition to fabled Monkey Island. Crew positions available. Serve under LeChuck, the most fearsome pirate on the 8 seas. Equal opportunity employer. Inquire here.
I thought we banished LeChuck for good.
Job? Step this way.
Why is everyone just cool with him?
In your hand says you're the quartermaster.
The crew says I'm the quartermaster. Clipboard doesn't get a vote.
Fair.
You look like a guy without many options. You want a job? I'm short of swabby. LeChuck's an equal opportunity employer. Even humans are mostly tolerated.
Out of options is right.
Have you got anything more senior?
I'm negotiating my
I
salary.
need a second mate, a bosun, a ship surgeon, and a gunner.
I can be a surgeon.
You're qualified for any of
I mean,
those?
everyone on the crew is dead already, so what have they got to lose?
How about ship surgeon?
I assume you have some kind of medical degree?
Is that a definite requirement?
Sorry.
I'd make a great bosun.
Exactly what qualifications have you got for that?
I can hold my breath for 10 minutes.
It is true.
Okay, maybe 8.
Don't waste my time, okay?
It is 10. Don't sell yourself short, Guybrush. Seriously, there's a puzzle in the first game where you get thrown into the ocean and you have exactly 10 minutes to solve it or else you drown. The best part is that once you drown, your like point and click options go from like open, close, push to like float, bob, decompose. Oh yeah, and order hint book.
I could be second mate.
Do you honestly have any idea what a second mate does?
Goes to store openings and funerals and waits for the first mate to be incapacitated?
I thought so.
He hasn't been practicing. Guybrush, you're getting old, man.
I could be the gunner. Oh, I'd be great at that.
Maybe a cook?
Boom, boom.
Cooking for
You
ghost
look a
people.
little scrawny. What do you bench?
Bench? No problem. I sat on one for 12 hours once. I can take it.
I have a lot to do today.
Maybe Swabby's
Maybe
not,
Swabby's
so bad,
not so bad
after
after
all.
all.
The only requirement is that you bring your own mop. If you've got a mop, the job is... Hey.
I can get one of
Hey,
those.
wait a minute. What's your name, sailor?
Mancomb Seepgood. Andrew LeChuck, no relation.
Andrew LeChuck, no relation.
What a coincidence. LeChuck gave me a blacklist and you're on
What?
it. In fact, you are the blacklist.
Hey, now
I'm
wait
sorry.
a minute.
Can't hire you. You're obviously Guybrush Threepwood.
No. No,
Well,
I'm not.
That's a slight hitch.
I'm
Damn.
confused. Didn't you say you were gonna get your own ship?
Yes, but then suddenly I thought, why bother? I wanted a ship and a crew. Here was a ship and a crew. Ripe for the taking. All I had to do was get on board, wait for the right moment, and strike.
Strike?
Mutiny the crew, seize the ship. Be a pirate.
Did I do
Except
that?
they wouldn't hire you because they knew who you were.
Yeah, that was a problem. Also, I needed a mop.
Dun, dun, dun. I like the touch that the Guybrush telling this story is even a little bit more older. So, you know, who knows how many more adventures
I
he's
hope
been
this
on.
isn't one of those party cruises. Say what you want about my evil, horrible nemesis LeChuck, but he does know how to stock a ship. Looks like this is going to be a long journey.
Hey, look at the crew making rounds over there. They already got a chef. Damn. What if that chef were to mysteriously disappear?
Why was Wally in such a hurry?
Hi,
He
Voodoo
wouldn't
Lady.
sell us out to Madison, would he?
I believe he needed to relieve the pressure upon him in a different way.
It is weird to see the Voodoo Lady walking. I have never seen her do anything but sit down. Also, can I take that mop? Father Guybrush even has a fancier coat, because he really was a pirate.
It's those three clowns at the back table.
The entire circus, even. Speaking of which, I wonder if the Fettuccine brothers are in town. I need this.
Well,
surreptitiously
it's definitely a mop.
abscond with the mop. Look behind you, a three-headed monkey.
Ooh, I think I hear the health inspector.
What? Where?
Just kidding. That joke never gets old.
Just don't say just kidding, Guybrush.
What was that you were trying to tell me about mops before?
The mop is the formal tool of a cook.
I thought
Not
the ladle
as
was.
clumsy or random as a dish rag. An elegant tool for a more civilized
The fry just died!
You cannot hope to succeed with the mop of another.
I can't?
You must construct your own.
Construct?
A single, perfect instrument that you will keep and use for a lifetime.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Once you build it, the mop will become your constant companion, your tool, and a ready means of defense against spills of all kinds.
Obey the mop.
The wood is the heart of the handle. The heart is the handle of the cook.
So intense.
You are one.
Not helpful so far.
You must find a particular tree. A tree uniquely suited
I
to the
can't believe the
handles
first
of
real task we're
mops.
getting is to make a
Carve
mop.
your handle from a limb of that tree.
Okay, I got string at least. And where do I find that
Any
tree?
questions?
How do I find the mop handle tree?
I can't
He probably
tell you
sleeps with that mop.
exactly where
Yeah,
it
probably
is,
every night.
Because this is your own personal journey.
That's how he keeps it nice and moist. What? Well, don't mind if I do. Just make sure you got a sturdy tankard lemonade cafe. That stuff eats right through any regular porcelain mug.
Remind me how to find the mop handle tree?
I can't tell you exactly where it is, because this is your own personal journey.
Because I picked hard mode, huh?
What kind of wood is the tree?
That is something you must discover for yourself.
You even know, dude?
What about the head of the mop?
Oh, you have to have one, of course, but pretty much anything will do. It's mostly about the handle.
I got string.
Are you sure I can't just buy a mop? Yours, for example.
No, you've got to make one. Trust me on this.
Who is this guy? He's not even the chef from the first game. The one from the first game had a beard.
Okay, I guess I'll do it. What's wrong?
You gave the story the wrong title. It should be called Mop Quest. When do we get to the piratey parts?
Well, even the coolest professions involve more mopping up than you would think. It seemed crazy to me at the time, too. But don't forget, it was all so I could board a ship, take command, and sail to Monkey Island. But first, I had to make a mop.
Yeah, point-and-click games, they do kind of sound like that when you get down to it. I remember the time I had to use a rubber chicken with a pulley in the middle to zip line my way to Meat Hook's Island to touch a parrot. Those were the days. Well, now that people are back from the luncheon, I can enter more of these places. Rugged safe.
It's an unusual safe with 5 keyholes.
Alas, the safe is not for sale. It has been placed with me for safekeeping.
Green, half off. Blue, half of half off. Yellow, half of half of half off. Orange,
that's just like 12.5%.
The curtains are for sale too?
Everything goes. They'd make a great dress.
Or a mop head.
A crystal. Yeah, this isn't that kind of game.
Final Fantasy? Sticky bottle.
Not for me.
Musty bottle.
Everything's spilled out of it in a puddle.
Can I buy the puddle? Grimy
Looks
bottle.
like it's been there forever. Someone's very excited I'm looking at this sign.
Remember that time I had to sell Putt-Putt Save the Zoo?
Keep up the good work, buddy.
Boy, that car sure can time travel.
It says everything must go, but it says it with numbers. It's a creepy shrunken head with long, stringy hair.
Was this the head I used?
They're not. But the tourists like them.
Head I used to navigate Monkey Island.
I'll take this disgusting shrunken head.
That's my last one. Quite the bargain.
I'm sure it'll be useful. How much money do I even have? It's like incidentals.
It is a non-magical ceremonial knife. Very sharp indeed.
I just buy everything. Why not?
An excellent choice.
Maybe it'll help me cut the branch off a tree.
I need you to verbally agree to a release of liability.
Okay.
This product is not to be used in the commission of any crime, including vandalism, jailbreak, and theft of ancient priceless
And what if I do?
No problem.
Threatening, frightening, stabbing, shaving, or manicuring yourself or another person are likewise considered outside the scope of acceptable use.
Oh, okay, I guess.
The product is not balanced for throwing. Throwing the product violates these terms and will invalidate the warranty.
Warranty? You're going out of business. I can't even bring it back to you.
Mumbledy-peg, juggling, and any tricks involving stacking or balancing the product may cause serious injury and should not be attempted by unlicensed persons.
Uh-huh.
Use with breads, spreads, bedspreads, or thread may damage the product. If damaged, the product should not be used. Product is sharp and should not be carried in a pocket, coat, belt, hatband, handbag, shoulder holster, or sheath. At all times, keep the product away from children, pets,
I think this is the writer's cut.
Clowns, pirates, and adults. Where possible,
I think this is the writer's cut.
Securely in a vault. The manufacturer accepts no responsibility for the consequences
Did they have
of
a
any
lawyer
use
write
or
this?
misuse of this product. By verbally assenting to these terms, purchaser hereby assumes all liability, past, present, and
do with this
future,
knife?
throughout this and all possible and impossible universes.
Oh, is this where I say yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Agree
Is
to
there
all.
anything I am allowed to do with it?
I am not able to answer that question, as it could create a liability issue.
Cool.
What's cooking?
The Feast of Knowledge.
Oh, I need that. My brain cells are a little empty today.
This is a neat symbol. What does it
need
mean?
a refill.
That used to contain magical disguises. But alas, they have all gone.
Yeah,
Could I
it's too
use
bad
one
you're
of
sold
those?
out. A magic disguise seems really
Then I
useful.
wouldn't look like the
There's
blacklist.
always the famous eye patch of John Laney at the museum.
Is that
I'm
John
sure
Laney
the
again?
magic has worn off by now, but I believe I could restore its abilities.
That's probably how I look like not Guybrush.
An empty basket. I should have gotten here last month. Too bad it's empty.
I like the Skeleman. It doesn't hold a candle to the 12-foot skeleton at Home Depot, but you know, it'll be good on my lawn on Halloween.
Keep up the good work, buddy.
And also keep out this table.
Not very practical.
Top shelf?
All my merchandise is top shelf.
Yeah, that's
you
all
at
that's
least wait
left.
until I say what I'm thinking? It's creepy.
Frog?
What's this thing?
It's a forgiveness frog. When no apology will do, give the forgiveness frog. It's like a card, only much better because it's a frog.
I'm
Never heard
down.
of that before. Are you sure it's real voodoo?
No comment. It works. Trust me.
Ah.
I'll
Maybe I
take
can do this to
forgiveness
Carla.
frog.
It can help someone forgive even very old transgressions.
I just bought out their entire stock. But okay.
Do you do gift wrapping?
We're out of wrapping paper, unless you'd like it wrapped in the skin of a lizard.
Ooh.
No thanks.
That's pretty authentic. Alrighty. I'm out of here. Wait, I can buy the curtains, right? No. Alright. We're loaded up on more inventory.
The voodoo lady said it was a forgiveness frog.
Try to remember why I'm carrying a frog. Appreciate
It's
the
my
knife.
very own, very sharp, non-magical ceremonial knife.
Can I threaten them? Seems not so. That was against the terms of service.
It's a creepy shrunken head with long, stringy hair.
It might work as a mop head?
It's hopeless.
If I can use the shrunken head... Oh, here we go. I've got pieces to a mop right here. Using a shrunken head, my goodness. Let's go visit Wally. I haven't seen this dude in forever. Does he have the same voice from Curse?
Well, 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 look what the surf washed ashore.
He does!
It's Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again too, Wally. Whatever your last name
Wally
is.
Beefeed.
I spent years in therapy getting over being burned, blinded, blown up, abandoned, and marooned because of you.
Yeah, good times, huh?
You're lucky I'm past all that and am running the best map shop within the Caribbean and beyond.
Very nice. Oh, maybe you have a map to a tree?
I'm looking for a tree to make a stupid mop from. Have you got a map for that?
So the cook has sent you on one of his spiritual journeys?
Oh, he
Been
does this
a while
often, does he?
since I made one of those mop tree maps. What kind of tree is it again?
I don't know.
I was hoping you would know.
That's okay. Just bring me a sliver of the wood and I can work it out from there.
Oh.
I'm that good.
So maybe I can chip off a little... Oh! Maybe I can use the knife to shave off a little bit of the mop from the store. From the restaurant.
You have a lot of maps in here.
We've got so many, you need a map to find them all.
That seems counterintuitive.
A little cartographer humor.
Yeah, I'd forgotten how funny it was.
Where's the woodsmith? I would like to meet him again. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? But even if a woodchuck could chuck wood, and even if a woodchuck would chuck wood, should a woodchuck chuck wood? These are the questions for the ages.
Tell me again what you need to make me a map to the mop tree.
Just bring me a sliver of the wood needed to make a mop.
Okay, got it. Just chop down the entire forest. One of these has gotta be the mop tree.
You wouldn't happen to have a map to the secret of Monkey Island.
Funny you should ask. I recently made one on commission, but then they destroyed all my source material. It is the only one in existence. Best of luck to you.
How about that?
Looks like the shop across the way is in trouble.
The high-stakes, ego-driven world of pirating is changing, and dark magic is taking over. Voodoo magic is fun and all, but it's not what the new generation wants. Me? I'm on the bleeding edge and making a bundle. I'm about to franchise.
Really, huh?
The town seems to be pretty run down.
Good old Wally's
Since
maps.
Captain Madison made Melee her base of operations, people have been complaining. They say she brings a bad element to town, but that bad element spends a lot of money on maps.
I see a trend
So,
here.
What am I supposed to do?
Do what's right?
I am. I'm doing what's right for Wally.
The island's falling to capitalism. Is this Ron Gilbert's commentary on today's social life? Probably.
Bye.
Can I take this compass?
Those look fancy.
The finest tools to make the finest maps.
Also, nice 6th, Ron Stoppable. Look at this. It's one of those, like, Japanese dolphin fish things. Except it looks like a duck. What else we got?
I didn't know you made globes, too.
I don't. This is for reference. It's got all the latest continents.
Oh, they just added some. Since when?
This map shows both sides of the globe.
It's twice the value.
They're like glasses, only way less convenient. Oh, look behind you, a three-headed monkey.
Oh,
Smooth
please
guy
take
brush.
one. I use them to promote my business. See, it says maps and more on the edge.
Thanks.
Well, good thing they're free. Hey, we could probably use this to read the small text.
Makes things look bigger.
Here we go. Now we're pointing and
It's a
clicking.
map on a fan. What'll they think of next?
Fan on a map.
Wally, can I have one of these maps?
Absolutely. If you pay for it.
Never mind. What's this a map of?
The secret movements and activities of my competitors.
That sounds reasonable.
I like that everything we took from the voodoo shop, Guybrush paid for. I don't know exactly how much money I have.
I've got a few coins for incidentals.
But you know, it's a lot different from the first time he met her and he just took her rubber chicken, you know?
This must be Trouser Island.
Pants?
Actually, Mr. Threepwood, it's...
Yep, Trouser Island. I had a map like this once, but I sailed left. It's maps wrapped in maps. I didn't know you could do that. Hey, Wally, what's with the window ladder?
I use it to keep an eye on the neighbors.
Well, that's not suspicious
Well,
at
good
all.
to have a hobby. Hey, Wally, what's in these boxes?
Maps.
Yeah, I never would have guessed.
I try to steer clear of sea monsters myself.
Is this a map or is it someone's art project?
Never seen one of those before.
One map, please. What kind of map would you like, Caitlin? We got maps filled with cheese. We got maps that show you the way to buried sneakers. Tons of useful maps you'll probably never need. Also, Common, thank you for the raid. Welcome to Monkey Time. Look at this. It's Melee Island. Hello? Meanwhile, on the Chuck ship...
Just thought I'd pop in and let you know. Preparations to set sail are almost done.
Wait, no,
You
don't leave
have
without
all
me.
the supplies for the spell to get to Monkey Island?
Check. Squid ink, chickens, brimstone, cinnamon, monkey blood, mint, and an annoying skull.
What skull is that?
Mark yourself down for one less lashing this voyage.
Free.
Funny story. Guybrush Threepwood tried to sign on to the crew.
Threepwood? He must be looking for the secret too. That guy steals all my best ideas. Have him killed.
You know?
Wait. Let him live. I want him to see me sail off for Monkey Island knowing the secret is lost to him forever.
Sure. I want to bring this up one more time. Is searching for this mythical secret of Monkey Island a good idea? Shouldn't we be out terrorizing the high seas, instilling fear, creating mayhem, being more on brand?
Yeah, no, I love how they reduced
I've had enough of
LeChuck
you
and Guybrush to just this
questioning my
petty
orders.
rivalry.
Finish loading the ship, and whatever you do, don't let Threepwood on board.
Jesus.
Very well.
You can tell it's not the same voice actor. I miss the other guy. He had a voice of gold. I wonder if he's still voice acting. Maybe that's not why he's doing it. But, yeah, welcome on in, Common. Common ride off on his motorbike. Now he's at another stream that he likes.
Hey, kid.
How's Final Fantasy V? Here, let's try to break Otis out of jail. Unfortunately, I can't break Stan out. He's in the cell with the melted lock. I mean, I did that years ago. Let's look at the tiny numbers.
I can read the serial number. I'll write it down so I don't forget.
Pretty good. Don't worry, Otis. I'll have you out of here in no time.
This is the number for the jail cell lock.
Or maybe I can give the forgiveness frog to Stan so that he can show it to the court so it gets him free. Hope you had a fun time with Final Fantasy V, Common. Set sail for One Piece. Yeah, yo. Yeah, that's what we're doing right now. I'm Guybrush Threepwood. I'm gonna be king of the pirates. You know what, Common? This is basically when you play Sea of Thieves, right? It's exactly the same.
It's good for relieving stress. It's good for relieving stress.
Good, I've got a lot of that right now. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna give the serial number to the locksmith so that they can make us a key to Otis's
cell. Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Why is it all crumpled?
Good choice on the lock. These are really sturdy. It's the same kind they use over at the jail.
Ooh, wow. What a coincidence. I had no idea.
Wow.
Hello again.
Thanks for the resub, Common. Welcome back to the chicken coop. Grab a nest and get comfy. And it is September, so hopefully you got that on a discount. Presenting the law badges. Yeah, basically. I wish I had a prosecutor's badge.
Can I get another key made?
Sure. Just write down the serial number and give it to me.
Huh. That leads me to think there's definitely more than one key I can make. I've seen the locks.
Hey, kid.
I wonder if this key will work on this sale.
No thanks. I'm about to be acquitted. Escaping looks bad.
This is awesome. Now I can open one of the jail cells.
All right, Otis, you owe me again. Be part of my crew again.
Otis, the authorities have reconsidered your case and decided that you should go free.
I'm very grateful to the authorities and will not mention their name should any awkward questions be asked. Good luck, Stan. I hope you get acquitted.
Oh, it's in the bag, friend, but thanks.
I'll stay on this side of the bars, just in case.
Hmm.
Hey,
How you doing, Common?
Hello there, son.
I've been to the shipyard. Your office is all boarded up, with your toothbrush sealed inside, presumably.
Well, don't worry yourself about it then, son. I found a dead centipede in the corner that should do until they let me out.
No, not the centipede. Anything but that. At least there's a millipede. They have finer bristles.
It sounds like you should have been arrested several decades ago. I mean, why now, all of a sudden?
One word: jurisdiction. I was expanding my core business, you see, trying to provide ship owners with a variety of ship maintenance necessities. Sponges, barnacle scrapers, repair manuals, rudder tape. I had a whole line of products.
Sounds legit.
I expanded my distribution to other islands, all over the Caribbean. And that's when I ran into trouble. Some of those islands have different laws, you see, that might not seem so fair to men like you and me. They slapped me with a ton of paper, talking about things like standards of quality and consumer protection and environmental impact. They didn't understand that I wasn't really selling porthole wipers. I was selling happiness. And my customers were happy. They were perfectly happy right up until some clown with a briefcase came along and told them they weren't. It's a crock, son, and that's why it won't stand up in court. I'll be out before you know it.
Stan, not that I don't believe you, but you are seeming to tell me a pretty biased view of the story. I'm sure I'll be back later.
Yep.
Can I use the monocle here? I don't even know if I have the monocle anymore. I do. I can't read the text on here, though, because the block's kind of melted. A little bit.
Most of this serial number has been rubbed off.
Unfortunately. That happened in Secret of Monkey Island when I spilled a cup of grog on it to break the lock open. Unfortunately.
I already copied the serial number.
Ruby, thank you for the sub. Welcome back. Thank you for subbing on Talk Like a Pirate Day. Arr. What time is it? Chicken time, matey. Aye, aye, Captain. Welcome to the island of Monkey. Check it out. It's the same island from Monkey Island 1. I don't know if you played Monkey Island games, Drew, but this is a nostalgia trip and a half, dude. Look at that. The governor's mansion and everything. It's a nostalgia trip, to be sure. I'm back on Monkey Island with some old friends. Maybe ones who'll forgive me if I say give them a frog.
This is for you.
You're giving me a frog?
It's a forgiveness frog, for when words aren't enough.
You haven't even bothered to write anything personal on this frog. That's just rude. I reject your frog.
Oh man! The voodoo lady did say it's like a card.
Well, apparently a forgiveness frog doesn't work if the apology you write on it isn't good enough.
Here, let me write the frog. Oh! Look at that. Alright, let's write a letter, chat. Rejecting frogs, damn. After I went all out of my way to buy it. Look at that, I'm just writing on the frog.
Dear Carla.
Yeah, you did watch someone play it? Oh, interesting. Well, this is the newest one. It just came out today. It's... Well, now that I know a little bit more about it, it's apparently a sequel to all the other Monkey Islands, which is good. They don't just throw out the rest of the canon. But they do also explain one of the big mysteries of the game series, where it looked like at the end of Monkey Island 2 that they were, like, kids on a theme park instead of pirates. Thank you for, sorry for blowing you up that one time, forgetting your birthday, sorry for losing the book.
Sorry for losing the book I borrowed.
Like, I'm writing this right behind her. I realize you're tough on toughness. I admire your heart on softness. I value that you're dedicated to dedication. I appreciate that you are keen on bluntness. I admire your heart on softness.
I admire that you are hard on softness.
And everybody says how nice you are. I always tell people how nice you are. I know you're really nicer than people say you are. I tell people you're nice. Here you go.
And I always tell people how nice you are. Please accept my humblest apology.
There, let's hope that that's enough. Even though it wasn't my fault. Guybrush, no. You scare the heck out of me. I promise to do better. This is the practical answer, but I'm gonna say you scared me.
Scare the heck out of me.
From Guybrush. Alright. Forgiveness frog. Penned. Perfect. Also, thanks for the toss, Snowman. Did it toss or did it not go? I didn't notice. Yarr, matey. Welcome on in, everybody. Kamui Kushi. How's it going? Forest Dog Raid. How about a Forgiveness Frog Raid, huh? Welcome to the new Monkey Island game. I'm having some fun with it. It's got the writing that I know and love from Ron Gilbert. That I'll say. How's it going, Kamui? Sutoka Sothis, welcome on in. Ashen, nice 7th. Hello, hello. Zero Wolf 1, welcome, welcome. Everybody, ow, ow, ow. You throw a nut at me? I see how it is. This is a point and click game, you know, like Monkey Island or Sam and Max or, I don't know, Pajama Sam. You know, I just found out today that Pajama Sam and the rest of the Humongous Entertainment games were, well, at least Pajama Sam was, made by Ron Gilbert, same person who created Monkey Island. So, you know, if you're a fan of those old point-and-click adventures, at the very least, you'll know what kind of fun you're in for with this.
This is for you.
I wrote on a frog. It's like a forgiveness card, but it's a frog.
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment, but the only personal thing you got right in here is my name.
Well, come on.
I reject your frog.
Damn it. All right, seems like we need to get to know her better. Government in action.
It's a lot of work being governor.
Oh, you were playing Stray? Oh, I haven't seen people play that whole game because I want to play it myself someday. Probably not on stream, but I've heard it's good. I've heard it's good. Well, thanks for sending people on over. I'm sure everyone is ready for some more story times. Nothing involving a cat, maybe, but I do be a pirate. You may not look like a pirate, but I assure you he completed all the piratey trials. He's about to make a mop that's very piratey. And you know what? We're trying to get the governor to forgive us. It was our former friend that we left deserted on a desert island at like multiple times, so I don't blame her for hating me right about now. Welcome on in. My name is Chris. I like to play story-based games. Usually I do the voice acting, but this game has got its own, so I just get to sit back and look at my horse armor.
This has gotten me out of a lot of scrapes over the years.
You get horse armor for pre-ordering this game, by the way. It does nothing. That's it. It just does nothing. Pretty good. Da, 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 da. What's going on? Lemonade Cafe, thank you for the raid. Welcome on in. Raiding offline, you wanted the host. Take a frog for forgiveness. Well, you didn't write anything on it. I can't accept this frog. I want to borrow a book. I want to borrow a book.
Can I borrow a book?
I
can't borrow a book.
The last book you borrowed. You never even apologized.
Can we try the frog again?
Can we try the frog again?
I guess not.
Dear Carla...
But I didn't change it.
This is a nice sentiment. But the only personal thing you got right in here is my name. I reject your frog.
Damn. Snowman's got off work, had to deal with your ISP. The heck? Feels like everyone's having troubles with internet these days. I've been dropping frames all stream, by the way. I don't know. I hope it hasn't been too bad, but I've noticed. I'm looking at the number climbing. It's not great. It's still single-digit % though. But yeah, everyone, welcome to Monkey Island. If anybody doesn't know about these games, it's about Guybrush Threepwood. That's his name. It's a real name. Oh, you know what? I didn't mention. He is named as such because when they made the first game, they made his sprite and they titled it Guy. And then they added Brush because they made it in a program named Brush. It was either like the file extension or they just added it to the file name. And they're like, you know what? Guybrush. Yeah, that's his name. And thus an adventure game legend was born. He became a pirate. He sailed the 7 seas. He defeated a ghost zombie demon pirate. Well, first he was a ghost pirate, then he was a zombie pirate, then he was a demon pirate. Or what? Maybe that was in a different order. But either way, we're trying to join that ghost pirate's crew now. And so we need to find a mop and also borrow a book, apparently. That seems a little less important. I'm gonna have to come back so that I can't get forgiveness from Carla the Governor until I learn a little bit more about her. Let's do this. I need to construct a mop, apparently. Long story, but I need it to be a pirate. So here's what I think I can do. I can find a mop in the kitchen of the scum bar. If I can shave off a little bit of it, I can give it to Wally and he can make me a map to find the tree it came from. Just, don't look. Don't look. I'll just take this really sharp knife.
Stay away from my mop.
Oh, you look like the health inspector tasted your stew. Or you did.
Worse. Marlin is here.
Who?
The customer I have nightmares about. He's the only importer of yak fat on the island, so I need to keep him happy, but he makes that impossible. Today he wants me to make him a dish that he ate last week at some kind of event at the governor's mansion. But of course he doesn't remember what it's called or know what's in it or even remember what color it was. He says he thinks it has ingredients in it. I don't have the slightest idea what to make.
But if I brought you a recipe... Look, there's a monkey.
Look behind you, a 3-headed monkey.
I do know a great stew recipe for monkey heads, but I can't think about that right now.
Ah.
If I brought you a recipe, could you make it?
Of course. I'm a cook. See the hat?
That's rough, buddy.
I'll see what I can find out.
I guess I gotta go back. I just came from there, dude. Can't steal the mop. Alright, okay. Well, we're going back to Carla's. Wait, who the hell are you?
Hi.
Are you my waiter? I want the excellent dish I had
you're the
at
dude.
the governor's mansion last week. I don't know what it's called, but it was sort of, you know, a hot food.
Yeah, but I'm not...
It had ingredients in it or something.
I'm not your waiter.
I already told your incompetent cook this, but he still hasn't brought me my dinner.
Who's this guy?
I don't work here. I'm not a waiter.
Hop to it.
Right away.
Guess I'm a waiter now. He sounds like when I tried to do an Edgeworth voice. Oh, it's the loom guy! Hold on, wait a minute. Also, Origination, welcome. Thank you for the raid.
Still here.
I was declared a historical landmark.
He's a landmark. It's a different voice actor. I remember in The Secret of Monkey Island, he sounded like Tom Scott. I am at the Scum Bar, telling you about Loom. Origination, thank you for the raid. How was the Paper Mario? Did you beat the flower chapter? Did you get a certain cool guy? Origination, a little less than a sweeping sensation. How you doing, Jay, Miku, Ori? Kayani-chan, welcome on into the piratiest game you ever did pirate. Or maybe bought legally. I suggest you buy it legally. Newest Monkey Island, out today. The latest adventure in the saga of Guybrush Threepwood, Mighty Pirate. It's a good series. If you've ever played a point and click, this is like the granddaddy of them. Well, more like the daddy of point and click games. If you want to talk granddaddy of point and click adventure games, that's probably like King's Quest or Space Quest. Still though, I love this series. Look, it's the Loom guy. Don't know about the Loom guy? Tell me about Loom.
Tell me about Loom.
Oh, I'm so sick of pirates asking me about Loom.
Why do you wear the badge? Cobb, I thought we had a thing going.
Then why don't you take off the Ask Me About Loom button?
My grog-riddled body is fused with it. I'm more button than man at this point.
Oh, come on. Tell me about Loom. For old time's sake.
Beat it.
No. No.
Say it.
No.
Say it.
Fine. You mean the latest masterpiece of fantasy storytelling from Lucasfilm's Brian Moriarty? Why, it's an extraordinary adventure with an interface of magic, stunning, high-resolution 3D landscapes, sophisticated score, and musical effects. Not to mention the detailed animation and special effects, elegant point-and-click control of characters, objects, and magic spells. Beat the rush. Go out and buy Loom today.
Now I want to buy Loom.
Yes. Now get lost.
No. I'm sorry, Cobb, but we just had to. We just had to. How's it going, everybody? Pretty spiky. Does Valorant count as a point and click? Yes. Valorant, Fortnite, especially Fall Guys. Wait a minute. More maybe point and grab. Yeah, you know. Narita Boy? No, wait a minute. Something like that. There's a flyer about getting Carla reelected. I mean, I did click on it. I didn't think it would give me more information. It's okay. If I need a hint, I can consult the hint book. I'm just exploring at this point.
Yeah, the place does seem different from what I remember.
It's this new, younger generation of pirate leaders. Oh, they're highfalutin dark magic. Look at us.
Dark magic.
We're so much better than you because we don't drink grog before getting married. These kids today are all about sacking and pillaging. They've got no heart.
Can't believe they made Loom Guy into a more major character.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island. Wanna come?
I heard the secret is just some marketing gimmick Stan thought up. That only the gullible and naive would go looking for it.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah.
Point and hug. Well, that's it. Yo, welcome on in. If you're new, I am a chicken that plays story games. I'm sorry, is this like a police outline? Or did someone pass out so hard they kind of melted into the floorboards?
Don't look now, but I think there's a leech on your chin.
Buzz off.
Really is different here. This ain't the scum bar I remember. It's not filled with nearly enough scum. Origination, have you played a Monkey Island? Or is Valorant really the only point and click you played, huh? So I can't carve the mop in the back. Let's see if that poster has anything about Carla. Be weird that it didn't tell me last time.
Re-elect Governor Carla. She's tough on toughness.
Ah. Does it say anything else?
Re-elect Governor Carla. She's tough on toughness.
I thought that was just Guybrush being silly. It's like he subconsciously remembered. That's one detail, but there's probably more. What else do we need to know about it? Dear Carla.
Dear Carla.
Sorry for losing the book.
Sorry for losing the book I borrowed.
We're writing an apology frog to our former crew member who we left on a deserted island, lost a book. I think we blew her up one time. Tough on toughness.
I realize that you are tough on toughness.
And I know you're nicer than people say you are.
And I know you're really nicer than people say you are. Please accept my humblest apology.
I mean, if this doesn't work...
I promise to do better in the future.
It's probably just choose the other thing about... Choose that other option that I didn't choose. Also, what did you have for dinner, Carla? I need to know. Fancy butler man needs his food.
This is for you.
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment, and it looks like you even know something about me.
So do you accept it?
One thing. You can do better. I reject your frog.
No! It's close. I can feel it. At least she's letting me try it multiple times.
Dear Carla. Sorry for losing the book I borrowed.
Imagine just frog is filled with all these scribbled out writings.
I realize that you are tough on toughness.
And everybody says how nice you are.
And everybody says how nice you are. Please accept my humblest apology.
I promise to do better.
I promise to do better in the future.
Take my frog. It's running out of space to write.
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment, and it looks like you even know something about me. One thing. You can do better. I reject your frog.
I took the stuffed animal.
It's a lot of work being governor.
Government in action.
It's soft and extra fuzzy.
I think I can brute force this.
Dear Carla. Sorry for losing the book I borrowed.
She did say she wanted me to take the stuffed animal. I thought she was joking, though. Tough on toughness.
I realize that you are tough on toughness.
It's this one that I'm like, what do I do other than just guess?
And I always tell people how nice you are.
Maybe
Please
it doesn't
accept
matter.
my humblest apology.
I've implemented a reminder system.
I've implemented a reminder system for myself. This is for you.
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment, and it looks like you even know something about me. One thing. You can do better. I reject your frog.
It's those two choices that I'm not getting. It's the what people say about her, and then what I should say at the end. I would imagine that it's just I can do better.
Ugh, looks like Carla wasn't too keen on getting her portrait done.
I'm not sure where else I would learn things about Carla. Alright, so let's see. Can I stab the plushie? No. So two things. I need to find out where to get that wood. Get that wood! And I need to find out what to write to Carla. I think it's time. I think it's time to look at the hint book once. And also look at the trivia book. The parrot on the Bermuda seal? Who? What now? That's probably asking me something about a part of the game I haven't been yet. All right, hint book. Tell me your secrets. How do I borrow a book from Carla? I'll need to get her to forgive me. The apology I wrote wasn't good enough. Look around for Melee. Yeah. I've looked at pretty much all of Melee, though. There's Low Street. There's a statue. Right, the statue! Maybe it doesn't say these things until you know you need to write a letter to Carla. Because I remember the only thing the statue said was, the problem is, it's not a picture. Oh! I looked at the statue, I didn't read the plaque.
Melee Island's 27th Governor, Carla the Swordmaster, for her heroic actions at Santa Catalina. Honoring Melee Island's 27th Governor, Carla the Swordmaster, for her heroic actions at Santa Catalina. The problem with this statue is it's not the statue of Elaine. The
Maybe they'll give me new options.
Governor of Melee. Dear
I didn't realize there was a plaque.
Sorry for losing the book I borrowed.
Or he's liking the comedy in this game. Yeah, you know, classic point and click always has that certain charm to it. You know, apparently when they were making the first Secret of Monkey Island, the writers thought that they would have their dialogue replaced by actual professional writers. But either that didn't actually happen, or it was so funny that they just kept the placeholder dialogue, and that's why a lot of the game just is the way it is. I'm Bobbin Threadbare. Are you my mother? Yes, that is clearly real dialogue. Tough on toughness.
I realize that you are tough on toughness.
Oh!
As shown by your actions at Santa Catalina, please accept my humblest apology. I promise to do better in the future.
Now, if that's not it, I don't know what is. Because I don't remember anything else that looks like Carla. Da 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 da. Bum bum ba da da.
It's thicker than I would have imagined.
Here, let me borrow a book and then give you a frog mid-combat.
Can I borrow a book?
Alright, this is the one, y'all.
You never brought back the last book you borrowed. You never even apologized.
Can we try the frog again?
Yep.
Dear Carla, I'm impressed, Guybrush. Surprisingly thoughtful. Considering it's you, I'm strangely moved to forgive you for losing my book.
The frog works.
I'll treasure this frog as a memento of the time you did something
It just has all these pen scrapings just carved into it. Alright, I can borrow one book. Just one. Ingredients!
Can I borrow this cookbook?
You cook like a cow.
That's why I need the cookbook.
Oh, all right. I was upset after you lost the last one, but you seemed genuinely sorry, so I guess I'll give you another chance.
Thanks. I won't let you down. I'll definitely return this.
I'm pretty sure that Carla has the same voice actress as in the special edition of Secret of Monkey Island. And I think maybe also Escape. That's a nice touch. So if we see Meat Hook, he better be Cam Clark. Can we do a round of insult sword fighting?
We just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
Dang. Well, all right. At least Elaine's still trying to clean up Melee Island. Da, 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 da.
It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looked...
Alright, Chef. All you have to do is make everything in this cookbook, and then you'll probably make what the dude had last week. Alright, we're making progress.
It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars. I found this at the governor's mansion.
Aha! The mystery dish must be in there.
Now,
I have no idea which one it'll be, so I'll just have to make them all.
See?
I'd better get to work.
That works.
Thanks, Guybrush.
I don't have to give you, like, every ingredient, do I? Okay, he's busy. Oh, he's busy! Let's carve off a piece of that mop. Just a little bit, just a little bit. Yes! Yuck.
You remind me never to eat here again.
Guybrush, you've never eaten here.
It's Carla's copy of Ingredients by Barbie LaFleur. Busy?
Yep.
Okay.
Alrighty then. I'll leave him to
Now,
it.
where was I? Brilliant innovation.
I could take back the book.
Are you done with the cookbook? I'd like it back.
I'm still using it.
What about the... Nah. Alright, I think we're done here.
Excellent.
Cool. The hint book. It's interesting. I remember reading an interview with Ron Gilbert that apparently the hint book was made in a way that's like, oh yeah, these days we can tell what you've already done in the game, so the hint book can tell you like exactly what you need without spoiling you. And then I noticed in the hint book it said the name of the dish he was gonna make, so that's alright. It's not like I had to choose it from a list or anything. We have the wood, let's give it to Wally. Ba-bum-ba-da-da. We gotta make actual in-sword sword fighting a thing at some point in this game. I miss it too much. It's too iconic. Reflect on the sliver of wood. I'll give this game that. Every time I mouse over an item, it's like something different. It's like I'm not just looking at everything. I'm just like, state-of-the-art pen. Appreciate the knife. Gross. Squeeze the sponge.
I carved it off the cook's mop handle. Good. Wally, here's a sample of the wood you wanted. Can you make me a map now?
10 minutes later.
Sure, here it is.
Thanks, Wally. Hey, Wally.
I didn't even have to pay for it.
It's great to see you landed on your feet.
Dang,
after
look at
all
that
these
friend
years.
discount.
Business has been booming with all these new dark magic pirates. Captain Madison has me on a lucrative retainer. She pays extra
dentist
for a
too,
bunch
wow.
of wacky symbols I just make up.
I'll let you get back to cartographing.
That's not a real word.
Uh-huh.
It is now. Look at that, we got the map. Eh? Oh no, I have to actually follow this? Fine, okay. Right, back, left, 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 back. Right, back, left, left, back, right, back. Can I get more monocles?
Better to have one for each eye.
If you say so.
Then they become glasses, just in case. Aha! Can I just keep getting more? No, only 2. Fine. Yeah. Oh, we adventuring now, y'all. We adventuring now, y'all. The realm of piracy. I like this. It's like a... It's almost like a little... retread of the first Monkey Island. I'm not doing the exact same things, but I'm basically doing the same things. Right. Back. Right. It's a snake. Back. Left.
I guess I lost my way.
No? It was almost right. Let's see. Right, back, left, left. Oh, wait a minute, actually. Oh, I see, the plants themselves are the markers. Okay, so I want purple mushroom. What? Oh, here we go. Purple mushroom, purple carnivorous mushroom.
A classic specimen.
Oh, don't look at that. And then mushroom carnivorous. Yo, we good. Got him. Hedgehogs. Yo, Sonic.
Your mama, little prickly kids.
Aww. Wow, why? Am I destroying a natural habitat? I just need one branch. That's all right with y'all?
Hey, little fella.
I wouldn't want to make Kamui Kushi angry. All these nice little forest animals.
It's like there's a welcoming committee.
This must be it.
Wow. The distinctive shape tells me this is the rare endangered Malay Island mop handle tree.
It really does look like it's full of mop handles. How do I... You know, I didn't really come up with a plan on how to
The distinctive shape tells me
take
this
one of the
is
handles.
the rare endangered Malay Island mop handle tree.
Hedgehogs, bunwees, frisky squirrels. What makes it so frisky? Is this knife good enough to hack off an entire branch? It is. Picking a good one. Several hours later. Don't tell me I just hacked down the entire tree. Guybrush! Guybrush, you fool! What have you done? It's on fire! Oh, they're crying! Guybrush, was it worth it? You just needed one branch!
Another resource has given its all in support of my personal goals.
You
It's what
needed
nature is for.
one branch! Guybrush, you asshole!
I must have startled them while I was whittling. Some animals are quite skittish. Hey, little dear.
Look at you. Just a single tear. Why? Why?
I must have startled them while I was whittling. Some animals are quite skittish.
You have no remorse.
It's probably time for them to fly south.
Even the bats? No, not the bat. Don't tell Zalfira. Jeez. Like, okay, sure. The tree. You cut down the tree. Why was this? Why is all this destruction in your wake? Many hours later? That's longer than what it took to get here. Well, he is a pirate. Hey, we can go to the museum now.
Hi there. Welcome
Let's
to
not
the
contemplate.
Malay Island Museum of Pirate Lore. I'm Conrad, the curator and docent here.
Who the hell are you?
I also edit the Pirate Times newsletter.
Conrad?
Here, take my business card.
Thanks.
You
the
just
museum
wrote that, sir.
showcases the largest collection of pirate memorabilia in the Caribbean. Or on Malay Island, at the very least. The provenance of each item has been very carefully researched and fact-checked by myself and my team.
Who's your team?
Authenticity is our watchword and our pledge. Feel free to explore. And if you have any questions, just ask.
Alright. Look at you. Look. He's kneeling on a little peg leg. I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
No kidding? Wow. Are you named after Guybrush Threepwood?
No, I
guess you
am
could say that.
Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice.
Look at this. Look at how huge this eye patch is. Maybe it's not an eye patch. Maybe it's a jock strap.
Your museum is quaint.
Thanks. It's been a personal passion of mine. I'm nuts about old-timey pirate stuff.
Old-timey?
Being around it really makes you feel like you're a part of something. Doesn't
is
it?
piracy
Yeah, I'm
not
part of
recent
something.
anymore?
Exactly.
Miku's going to bed. Have a good night. Miku, thanks for watching me destroy forest habitats. I swear it won't happen again. But imagine if in Minecraft, every time you punch down a tree, just all the wildlife that made it its home had to go relocate. And also several, like, acres around you. I'm just saying, Guybrush, you could have at least gotten 2 mob handles.
Are any of these things valuable?
The security parrot isn't just here to look piratey. John Laney's eye patch is irreplaceable. It's the highlight of the collection.
Oh, this is the
Amazingly,
disguise
I got
eye
it at a
patch.
yard sale, They didn't know what they had.
Tell me about that newsletter of yours.
The Pirate Times. We publish pirate news, pirate stories, pirate poetry, all things piratey, really.
I see you wear a peg leg, despite having both
Maybe
of your
serial
original
keys to
legs.
Photoshop?
Just part of the
That's
docent's
piratey.
outfit. For the tourists. Kids always want to try it on.
That's charming and creepy at the same time.
This is a museum for people who think attacking ships and murdering the crew for profit sounds fun.
Touché. I'm going to find the legendary secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, that's excellent! Super retro. If you need a place to display it, I know a convenient museum.
How about that?
I'll have a look around.
Please do.
I don't think you can display the secret in a museum. Were you, Indiana Jones? Don't swear on what I can't keep the promise for. Now wait a minute, I'm just saying I'll try.
Pirate Times, editor Conrad Lee, ready to publish your unrecognized genius.
Admire my mop handle.
I carved it myself.
So let's say string.
I made him up.
Wow. That's all you need. Oh, I really thought you'd just attach the shrunken head to it. All right, string works.
It's a single perfect instrument that I will keep and use for a lifetime.
That's what they say. Well, I got the mop. Now I just need to not look like Guybrush Threepwood. Storeroom? Ooh, parrot food.
It's cracker mix. Some assembly required.
Mix? Is it just like crumbs? I have to like water it together. That's the only thing in here. Oh, look, a trading card. Nice. Feel kind of bad. Look at the trivia book. How many dead pirates are in the entire bandit camp on Terror Island? Yeah, there's definitely stuff here that I don't know yet. Okay, I don't feel bad about missing that one trivia card. I think they just respawn. Because I got the one in Carlo's house twice. Alright.
Eye patch worn by Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces.
Just as long as they don't have one eye. Alright, I can use the monocle to look at the lock's numbers.
The numbers are a little clearer, but still
What?
too tiny to read.
Seriously? I have an idea, though.
There's some very tiny writing on it.
Extra secure, huh?
What can you tell me about this eye patch?
That's the
What if you
pride
use
of
the monocle
collection. It belongs
with
to Captain
another
John
monocle?
Lee, the pirate of 1,000 faces. Supposedly, it had voodoo powers that would disguise him. I tried it on, though, and nothing happened.
Just gotta use the magic on it.
If
Combine
one
the
monocle is good,
monocles!
2 is better.
This
This was a good idea.
Congratulate
They magnify
myself.
stuff even better since I stuck them together.
What if I make stuff too big?
Ah, crystal clear. I'll just write that down.
Pretty good. You like the flow, and it looks good. I love it. Would you believe that people were complaining about the art style when the first trailer came out? Like, yeah, it's not the art style that you're used to, but some people just hate change, apparently. Like, I think it looks great. It reminds me of when the Link's Awakening remake first came out, and like, oh, it looks like a toy. Like, yeah, and I think that looks cool. This looks like a storybook.
What was this cinder you've got on the wall?
It's
Oh,
perfect for like
that.
telling an old pirate tale.
That was an unsent love letter written by Elaine Marley while she was governor of the island.
What?
Elaine? Huh?
The recipient was referred to only as Plunder Bunny.
It was to me!
It was a really touching letter. Unfortunately, I put the candle too close to it.
What
You
did it
ruined
say?
the letter!
Tell me what she said.
Oh, you know, love letter stuff. Honestly, I don't remember a word of it, but it was touching.
Thanks a lot.
Well, maybe we can get Elaine to write it again.
Actually, I think I'd rather not hear about that again.
Parrot.
That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many hands it's eaten. What do you
At
feed
least
it?
2.
Thieves, mostly.
Good to know. It's a working parrot. I shouldn't bother it.
Can I tempt the parrot with some cracker
Specially
mix?
fortified for the healthy parrot diet.
Alright, we can get another key made, but I probably won't leave this place with my hands intact.
What's the story
if
with
I
the
take
wanted
the eye
poster?
patch.
That is the earliest known wanted poster for Captain Kate Capsize.
Wait, she's
You
from
can
the other
tell how
games.
notorious she was by the huge number of crimes listed there. Very impressive. I got it from a collector on Fat Island.
Those are my own crimes, actually. I was
Spoiler
pretty much
alert.
public enemy #1 on Fat Island at the time. I stuck Kate's picture on there so she'd get thrown in jail.
That would never work. Nobody's that clueless in real life.
You don't believe me?
It's not a question of belief.
Never mind. It's not important.
Game's warning me about spoilers for Monkey Island 2.
Tell me about this hunk of wood.
played half of Monkey Island 2.
From the Golden Hind. Autographed by Francis Drake himself.
What? Is it a crossover with Uncharted? Poke the plank.
Tell me again about the plank.
That's an original plank from the Golden Hind. Autographed by Francis Drake himself.
Poke it, Guybrush. Look at this physics.
That's a nice ore.
The one with the coffin, yeah. The coffin had a lot of water damage when I got it from the voodoo lady in town. But I managed to restore it. It was used by a certain well-known captain in a daring escape from a Turkish prison.
The water damage is actually from the swamp on Scab Island.
Unlikely. The prison in question is nowhere near Scab
Oh, wait.
Island.
I'm just trying to help.
Thanks.
Is that
I've got it under
Escape from
control.
Monkey Island? All of this is just like a test of my knowledge of the series. Yeah, I think this is... Oh, that was a fun little puzzle. In Escape from Monkey Island, there's a part where you have to go through this like weird dimensional swamp. At one point, you end up time traveling to meet up with your past self. And the puzzle is you get a bunch of items from your future self. And then later on in the swamp, when you meet up with your past self, you have to give them back to yourself in the right order or else you make a time paradox. So it's like, you get all these cool items that would help you in the rest of the game, but you're not allowed to take them because you have to give them to your past self. And I thought that was just pretty neat. Like, so tempting. Like, you get rubber chickens with pulleys in the middle.
Is this a left hook or a right hook?
That once belonged to
an
the
uppercut.
dread pirate Meat Hook. Supposedly he was ambidextrous.
So what is Meat Hook
Also,
using now?
He used to live right here on
Is he
Melee.
around? I want to see Meat Hook again. He was Cam Clark.
What's the significance of the peg leg?
That belonged to the infamous Peg Leg Patty.
The
She
who?
used to hide a spare cutlass in it, in case of capture. Sadly, that's the reason she's no longer with us.
What's this melted lump of metal?
It used to be a mug. It was melted by some kind of acid. It was found in the Melee jail many years ago, after an incident where like 20 pirates escaped.
Hey,
more like
I
one.
did that. I had to keep pouring the grog from mug to mug because it was melting them. I had an armload of mugs, and I juggled them all the way from the scum bar to the jail.
I only used
so I
two,
could get
actually.
Otis to join my crew. Not my greatest decision in retrospect.
That's a pretty wild story.
And I just let him out of jail again.
I'm sure you are, but it just doesn't quite square with the official record. So it's hard to substantiate.
Substantiate? You've got an eyewitness.
Eyewitnesses are notoriously inaccurate. Human memory is plastic and suggestible.
Not yours, apparently.
No, of course not. I deal in facts.
I see.
That map looks familiar.
That's 1/4 of the original map to the treasure of Big Whoop. I got it from the cartographer on Low Street. Apparently, he was somehow involved in the search for Big Whoop.
About all Wally managed to do was get kidnapped by LeChuck's henchmen.
That's not the way he
I
tells
wonder
it.
when we
You should
meet up
think
with
about
Murray
hiring a
again.
research assistant.
Oh, I did. Unpaid, of course. Intern.
That's the note that LeChuck left when he kidnapped Elaine.
How on earth do you have that note?
Oh, yeah. That's very interesting. That was found tucked inside of a book at the Fat Island Library.
Guybrush, you
It's
used
the
it as a
actual
bookmark?
note left by the ghost pirate LeChuck when he kidnapped Governor Marley.
I know what it is. The lookout handed it to me just before I finished my 3 trials. I was crushed, but undaunted. I gathered a crew and I sailed to Monkey Island to save her. Not that she needed it, as it turned out.
Wow, man, you're really into this. I've got a role-playing group on Thursday nights.
This is absurd. It's like this whole wall is stuff from my personal adventures, but somehow I'm not even mentioned in your stories.
That's what's so great about this museum. Everyone makes their own connections with the exhibits, and it's highly personal.
I
and
mean, they're
different for
literally
everyone.
from my
That's
stories.
not what I'm trying to say at all.
That's okay. You don't need to say anything. Just listen to what the exhibits tell you.
Fine.
I'm claiming all this stuff back. It's mine anyway, dude. They've all been in my pants. Every piece of them. I feel like that marks me as the rightful owner. I mean, once an object's been in your pants, it's like, do you even want it? It's mine. Let's see what else. We can get a key made. I also need to figure out what to do with this cracker
Especially
mix.
fortified for the healthy parrot diet.
I can mix it with water somehow. Oh, wait a minute. I can probably use the sponge to gather water? I have a sponge. I just don't know where I can get water that isn't from the ocean. Let's get the key made. Oh yeah, maybe Elaine can vouch for me. Like, if they're not gonna listen to me, Guybrush Threepwood, at least listen to my,
Welcome back.
wife.
Hi there.
Locksmith. Good thing I'm not getting charged for any of these keys.
Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure. This will be for a high-end display case. You a collector?
Yeah. Stamps.
Beautiful. What else is in here?
Handsome-looking parrot.
And also vicious. But it was my mother's favorite.
Oh, I'd really like some crackers.
Hands off. Those are my last crackers.
Can I give you more? Maybe if I trade you this mix for some crackers?
I found some cracker mix. You could bake fresh crackers in your furnace.
Thanks.
Oh, I have to bake it.
The ones on the plate were getting a bit stale. Take some if you want.
Oh, heck
Mind if I
yeah.
do?
Don't gotta make my own, just trade them in. Beautiful. I never considered that people would just make their own crackers. Like, I guess you could... I don't know. They've always just been store things to me. It never occurred to me that people could just make them. Just like flatbread, isn't it? How many do I have?
I've got enough to last me.
Alright, so that'll be enough to distract the parrot. That might be enough to get me through the museum, actually. Like, what else would I do? Alright, I thought I'd need to, like, bake them myself, like, mix them with water and find an oven. Nah, we're good. Alright. Oh, wait. Silly me trying to exit Melee Island the old way. There's a shortcut right here. Take some. Guybrush takes all. Ah, you're beginning to see how Guybrush Threepwood works, huh? Otis corroborates. Yeah, like, why don't I just get everybody I know? I mean, how many... I mean, Elaine would corroborate this, but would Otis really help? Probably the mug. I don't even want the mug, though. It's melted. I can get more from the scum bar. Alright, let's distract the parrot. Here you go.
That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many hands it's eaten. I've got enough to last me.
Feed him more. Feed him more. They'll be too full to do anything. Alright, let's open that safe. Museum display case. Take it. Let's go! Good job, Guybrush. We keep winning. Meanwhile, at the mansion...
What
Who's
do
that?
you expect me to do, Elaine? Issue a proclamation?
Of course
They got
not, Carla.
keys all over their
We need
crown.
to generate public support. I'm working on that.
People around here don't like any kind of restrictions, even if it's for their own good.
But we can put a requirement on ships traveling to the north. There's already a customs check, so the infrastructure is all in place.
But it's a start. Scurvy's a big problem. Let's do all we can.
Agreed.
I've come a long way. Is there anything else on the agenda?
Coffee?
I wonder if I can listen in on that meeting. Hello? Wow, they were done with that meeting fast. Correct the museum curator just for the sake of getting the history books
Practice is
right.
nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
I feel like even if I did set the record straight, they just lose it all again. You know, it'll take another 10 years to make another MONKE Island, so... Put on the eye patch!
Classic and subtle. Like me. But I don't need to be wearing this right now.
Yeah, I need to get this enchanted. Voodoo lady, do your thing. I like how the music is the music for the overworld of Melee Island from the first game. I got the eye patch, or maybe it's a jockstrap, I don't know.
Can you fix this?
Ah, the famous eye patch disguise of John Laney.
What are you doing?
As I suspected, the magic has long
I could have told you that. You don't need to shake it like a magic 8-ball.
So, can you charge it up again?
I can.
Not gonna be easy, is it?
If you bring me one more thing, a particular charm of great power.
I got horse armor.
You told me this earlier?
I could have. You must bring me the bite of 1,000 needles.
The what?
Then I will recharge your eye patch.
The bite of 1,000 needles. Can you be a tiny bit more
I need to harvest a
specific?
cactor or what?
All right, see what I can do.
At least she's honest. The bite of 1,000 needles?
It's soft and extra fuzzy. Pirate Times, editor Conrad Lee, ready to publish your unrecognized genius.
Fuss Rodan! Well, howdy, Fuss Rodan. Oh, look at that, there's a to-do list. Just like in the prologue, but I understand now. Okay. We gotta figure out where that bite of 1,000 needles is. My guess is... I would have guessed the Piranha Poodle plush. Maybe he has teeth in it, but no. Welcome on in, everybody. How's it going? Can we get a shout out for Fuss Rodan? MGS3 Snake Eater. Now that's my kind of game. What are you playing it on, by the way? You know, I've been thinking about how I'm gonna play that when I get to it. I've been thinking the 3DS version. Just because, you know, nobody else would be streaming that version, right? Unless you are streaming that one. It's pretty cool though, since it has like quality of life options that no other version has. Kevo Fett, welcome on in. How you doing, everybody? Hope you had a good time with MGS3. How far are you in the game, if I may ask? It's been a while since I played it. It's on my to-do list though. I'm mostly waiting to see if that rumor... There's that rumor that Konami might be doing something for Metal Gear's 35th anniversary this year. So I'm holding out, but if not, I'll probably continue playing Metal Gear as a series next year. HD copies. Yeah, it has that crouch walk, right? And get this, people found out ways to add cheat codes to the 3DS emulator to run the game at 60 frames per second. It actually works, I tried it. Only problem is it breaks the radio cutscenes. And that makes me sad because it works fine everywhere else, but it makes the radios go like, Snake, have you ever watched Godzilla? What's a Metal Gear game where you can't use the codec, huh? It's just not right. Damn. Anyway, we're playing Monkey Island. Excuse me, this rat had a nice little meal apparently. What's this? What? Oh. Stare into the bonfire.
I could stare at this forever, but that wouldn't be much fun for you.
We're playing the new Monkey Island game. It came out today. It's the sequel to all other Monkey Islands, and you know what? It has that classic charm of the original point-and-clicks. It's been really good so far. And don't mind, I don't have an eye patch because, you know, anything that happened to my eye like Big Boss. I'm just being a pirate today. E-R-har. Hope y'all are doing well. Yeah, it's the new one. I've been waiting for this game for a bit ever since it got released, but, you know, more like ever since Tales of Monkey Island finished. Because I'm a fan of Monkey Island. I'm sad that Disney has the rights to this game in a way that, like, stops passionate people from just making the game when they wanted to. But I'm glad they gave Ron Gilbert the chance to make this game.
Hi again. I'm thinking about going on LeChuck's expedition after all.
I'm glad to hear you decided to patch things up.
He doesn't want me on the ship. I'm blacklisted. I'm gonna have to go in disguise.
These Shakespearean comedies just write themselves.
All right, Rob Paulson. All right, Rob Paulson, aka Cyborg Ninja from Metal Gear Twin Snakes. So first Rodan, you're saying that you just got the HD collection? It's a little bit of a shame that you have to play it on a PS3, but what you gonna do these days? I at least wish they'd update everything besides Metal Gear Solid 4, assuming Metal Gear Solid 4 is the one that's stopping Konami from porting it to anything else. How do I get the bite of 1,000 cuts?
Are you sure I can't persuade you to back my expedition to Monkey Island?
Let's pretend I was really
1,000
considering
needles.
this. What sort of pirate qualifications have you got?
Is there any...
Exactly.
Is there a cactus anywhere that I didn't notice? I can hold my breath for 10 minutes.
I can hold my breath for 10 minutes.
10 minutes? Really?
Is that
well,
impressive?
It's been a while, but I could probably still do 10 minutes on a good day.
Well, I was a director of combat operations for the British Navy, and I've written 2 books on ship-to-ship tactics.
I'm a founding member and co-director of the Red Fleet and hold records for civilian casualties from San Domingo to Venezuela.
I'm an expert in 17 forms of hand-to-hand combat, 3 of which I invented.
Well, if you can just make them
I served
up.
with Bellamy, Teach, and Roberts before they each met an untimely end that I might have had nothing to do with.
Just so you know, this is the kind of resume we expect.
Oh.
I've done plenty of
Are
stuff.
you sure I can't persuade you to back my expedition to Monkey Island?
Yes.
Damn.
He'll never complain again.
Nothing new here. Alright, well I got the mop at least. Maybe he'll be proud of me.
Look
so
at my
we're
new
playing
mop.
the new
I
game.
made it
It's
myself.
very point and clicky.
Fantastic mop. Absorbent. Expertly carved handle. It
The
should
humor's
last you
been
a
on point
lifetime
so
of
far.
fine
I'm loving
mopping.
it.
Seems like a lot.
Have you played an
okay.
adventure game before, Fuss Rodan?
Ingredients, indeed.
I mean, I'll even take Pajama Sam because the creator of that game made the original Monkey Island even. Yep, you've grown to miss these games. Yeah, I'm upset that like it seemed that they were making a comeback when Telltale Games making all the stuff like Tales of Monkey Island and the new Sam & Max. And then you know what ended up happening? Telltale Games went out of business.
Not much.
They just
but be sure to come
focused
see us at the
super
shop tomorrow.
hard, over specialized in like The Walking Dead and Batman and all that licensed stuff. And I've heard those games are good, and from what I've seen, they are good. But they just don't have the same charm, you know? They're all about like, oh, Clementine will remember that. And telling stories that don't really impact your choices. And like, it's not like this game really matters with your choices either. But at the very least, you know, it has horse armor. It has horse armor because I pre-ordered it. The most useless DLC.
This has gotten me out of a lot of scrapes over the years.
All right, I need another hint. I've only used this hint book once so far. Only because if there's a bite of 1,000 needles, collect a sample. Oh, well, you know when she said bite of 1,000 needles, I did briefly consider the carnivorous plants. I just didn't think they'd be used for anything besides the navigation part of the game. I don't know. It's cool that they get used again. Hello. Here at the carnivorous plant.
A classic specimen of Alata needlius.
Anata
carnivorous
needlius.
vascular dicot known for its tasteful coloration, slight wiggle, and loads of tiny, sharp teeth.
There's a reason you appreciate the pirates that apparently didn't boast about anything. They just went and did things. Yeah, like, sure, Captain of the Red Line or whatever. I'd like to sample.
Gotcha. Yep,
cool.
Little tricky fight.
But where are the pirates that sat around and drank grog? They were living the life. They were happy to have new pirates join. Like, that's the kind of pirate Guybrush wanted to be. If the people at the Scum Bar now were the pirate leaders when Guybrush wanted to be a pirate, you probably would have become a debt collector or something instead.
This is a plant with a bad attitude, and enough pokey parts to back it up.
Still alive. What if I stab it? What if I combine it with something? Nothing. Alright. Let's go back to the Voodoo Lady. Delinquent Ghost, welcome on in. Loving the outfit. Well, thank you. You know, we do a little dress up here and there. And you know, Delinquent Ghost does too. Can we get a shout out for Delinquent Ghost? Probably the most famous male ghost VTuber on the entire platform. I'm pretty sure he crunched the numbers and found that to be true, so I believe it. We're playing the new Monkey Island game that just came out. It's in the... Okay, for a second I thought everything was ransacked. No, it's just going out of business sale. I don't want to spoil the game for anybody that wants to play this at some point, but yeah, we're back on Melee Island if you couldn't tell. And it's been good so far. I made a mop. If that doesn't tell you how this game is going, I don't know what will. But it's definitely a point-and-click adventure, I'll tell you that. How is Solstice, by the way? Did you finish it last time?
Light of 1,000 needles.
Tell me, is this an ancient, powerful charm, or simply a plant you found in the forest?
You were pretty opaque about what you wanted, even for you. I took my best shot.
Very well. You've always been the close enough sort.
Look, I made root beer that banished LeChuck for long enough. You spit in it? Oh, okay, you just drank it.
Spirits of deception and death, drink your rejuvenation and awaken.
Death?
It's nothing to worry about. John Laney, this hapless boy needs your help.
Hey.
Am I conducting a seance?
And bring him the power to hide from his enemies.
I'm making a disguise right now.
You don't have to put it like that.
I wonder what I'm gonna look like. I love these freaking close-ups.
That's it?
They remind me of the first game.
Extended service warranty.
No, thanks. I'm not a sucker. What do I owe you?
Maybe try it on first, before we discuss payment.
What, in case it doesn't work?
Well, how do I look?
I just look old!
What the heck? I look like a zombie.
I'm a zombie!
Is it broken?
One does the best one can with the materials provided.
I'll just wear it when I really need to.
Imagine if I didn't turn back after I took it off.
I think I'm ready to set sail.
Here we go! Funny story, says DG. You got to the end of Solstice and the devs asked you to stop? Really? Oh, were you not supposed to beat it before the game actually came out? They don't know. They didn't know. You're the kind of sort to go above and beyond. They thought you were just playing it, but no. You were given the tell-all, show-all documentary. I died! Just a little dead. Just a little dead. 'Tis but a scratch. I'm a raisin. Well, raisins are good for you. Ooh, trading card. You collect card in this game. Check this out. First game to use the Scum system. Oh, Maniac Mansion, easy. There you go. I at least know some trivia about LucasArts. Wonderful. So, you know, check it out. We're actually sneaking onto LeChuck's pirate ship. So let me just,
I should move farther away from the quartermaster so she doesn't see me.
Okay. Didn't have an embargo because you bought it, but they asked you not to spoil the ending. Oh, well, that's interesting. That's kind of funny. Like, you paid for it, but at the same time, it does make sense. See, at least they asked nicely. It's not like, I don't know, Atlas with Persona games where they just say, oh yes, you can't stream until after this date in the game. Oh yeah, because you don't want to spoil the ending, right? Yeah, let's go with that. Okay, well, when is the stream embargo lifted so that we can stream the ending? Atlas? Atlas, can we stream the ending now? Atlas? Jeez. All right, let's get a job.
You must be the quartermaster.
Yep, you look like a guy without many options. I need a swabby. It's BYOM. So, show me a decent mop and the job's yours.
Okay.
All right, sounds good to me. Actually, I haven't even saved this entire game. Here we go. Looks like there's an autosave.
How's this for a mop?
Let's see. Stick, tangle a boat line. Smells like seagull droppings.
That's how you know it's cleaned up good
enough.
stuff.
You're hired.
Great.
We'll be getting underway soon. Why don't you come on board and I'll introduce you to the crew.
I'm excited to see my stateroom. When's a good time to discuss the benefits package?
Do I get insurance?
Threepwood's on LeChuck's ship. He's got some kind of disguise. From the bargain bin, it looks like.
So what?
You don't think this could be a problem? We didn't plan for him.
Plan?
I hate not knowing what's going on. I should have taken him out the minute he walked in here.
Don't worry, we'll know what's going on.
These pirate leaders are up to something sussy.
I've got a spy on board the ship.
Huh. Fluffy Obi, thank you for the resub. Welcome back to the Chicken Coop. Grab an S. You can get comfy. We're on LeChuck's ship. Check it out. Part of his crew, and he never even knew it. Or maybe he did. Oh, I wonder. Now, you know what? Yeah, the game wouldn't let me progress probably until I tried to get a job on the ship. Because that's the only time LeChuck knew I was on.
LeChuck's ship, you turned the tables on them. You whipped
Oh,
out your
I'm getting
sword
to
and
it.
said, "I'm your captain now. Take me to Monkey Island, or you'll all walk the plank."
More or less.
Also, Coda Down, what's up?
The
Ghost
name's
chickens,
Billy,
yes!
But you're not to call me that. To you, I'm the first swab. And I want to hear the capital letters when you say it.
Capital 1. Got it.
And this is the old. You'll be spending a lot of time down here.
I thought we'd have a union or something. How much time is a lot of time?
All of it.
I like how
work
the ghost
here,
chicken has an
you
egg.
sleep here,
Oh, you guys can't see
take
it.
your meals here. Forget the world you knew before. This
There you go.
hold is your world. The hull is your ground. The deck is your sky. And I am your deity of choice. A cruel and vengeful deity. I only have one simple rule.
That's my new ghost
You are not to
VTuber.
leave this hold under any circumstances. Any questions?
Do we have a benefits package? What's for dinner? What am I doing? What if I need to use the little zombies room? Yo, Delinquent Ghost, you don't mind if I use this as my design for... You threw it at the ghost chicken. At my design for Halloween, do you? I'll just take exactly this. Look at this ghost chicken with a little egg. Is the egg also a ghost, or is it just full of ghost yolk? It's beautiful, that's what it is.
What if I need to,
Halloween costume.
Use the portal. Don't get anything on the ledge
Why am I
outside,
asking
though.
permission?
I ain't an unsightly
Well, you know, as the most famous ghost on VTube, ghost VTuber, male VTuber on the Twitch, I'm like, I hope I'm not encroaching on your space, is all I'm saying.
What's for dinner?
Oh, we'd like a bit of dinner, would we? Well, perhaps we can arrange a bit of roast duck under glass for your majesty. But seriously, learn to catch rats. You can drown them in your mop bucket. They make their own sauce.
How about that? Ugh. I like how this guy's stabbed in the stomach. Ghost chicken. But anyway, thank you for the sub, Fluffy Obi. Welcome, welcome. 7 months of chicken fun. Da 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 da. Make a Halloween costume. Yeah, like, this is gonna be interesting because I think this is gonna be my first October time with a VTuber model. I'll figure out a way to make it happen because I don't exactly have access to Live 2D anymore. I made this model on a trial, so it's like, okay, well, I can't edit it anymore. I'm gonna have to like finagle something to make it into a ghost. I have an idea. Okay, if I make it transparent, and then I get a whole bunch of like little, I basically make like overlays of the skeletons like this thing's got, put them on top, and then make the whole thing transparent, add little fire effects. Oh, that'll be perfect. Yeah, I got my idea. Just everyone forget what you just heard. I'll make it happen for Halloween.
Where's my bunk?
You might be all right inside one of the crates. Otherwise, be sure to cover your eyes. The chickens like to peck. But it's probably safest if you don't sleep at all. The chickens have their ways.
Oh, he's wisened up, huh? We do, we do.
What happens if I leave?
I said you're not to leave under any circumstances.
Well, I know, just hypothetically. What if I did?
The worst punishment you can imagine.
Which is?
I throw you back down here. Nothing's worse than this.
I mean, he's right, though.
What am I supposed to be doing exactly?
No recruits. You're all thicker than the chickens.
Is that the whole answer?
Ghost Baka!
You're supposed to be swabbing. I want this hold sparkling, as if it was clean. Now,
as if
get
it
to
was,
work.
but it doesn't have to be.
Yo-ho, a pirate's life for me.
For a second, I'm like, can they say that? Then I remembered, yeah, this is owned by Disney. Monkey Island and Pirates of the Caribbean frequently reference each other because Disney has the rights to both. Literally just taking the Pirates of the Caribbean song. Hell yeah. Twitch allow for clips? If not, let me just permit you real quick. I think for Twitch clips it should be okay. Alright, let's smell the grease.
I think it's chicken grease. I hope my roommates don't get upset.
I'll allow it, Guybrush.
No way am I picking that up with my hands.
Alright, let's mop it. I feel like this much grease would just emulsify the bucket.
Looks like you missed a spot.
I see.
Oh.
Oi, you missed a spot.
Come on.
I see. Taking a break. Alright, well, I can't stop now. I got work to do.
You missed a spot.
Is that your catchphrase or?
Looks like you missed a spot.
Seriously, get some new dialogue.
Oi, you missed a spot.
Oh, nuts.
You missed a spot.
I'm surprised this mop is still picking it up.
Looks like you missed a spot.
I think this mop is more grease than mop at this point.
You missed a spot.
Yeah, I don't think this is possible.
Oh, nuts.
Does Guybrush have a hole in the back of his head? Oh, he does. No, but it's like a hole into his cranium. Da, 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 da. Are these chickens edible? That one's got an egg.
Ugh, I'll keep my distance. Mothers are more vicious defending their young.
Alright, okay. Since we just started part 2, and it's about the 4-hour mark, I feel like I haven't gotten much done in this game, but I think this might be a good place to stop it for now, actually. It's just this game keeps going, and I don't want to stop. But I do gotta go to work early tomorrow, so I'll restrain myself for now. And say, thanks for joining for the Return to Monkey Island, y'all. Let's do a little quick save. And we'll play this some more on Thursday. But for now, we're gonna call it for the night, and we'll find somebody to raid. So thanks for coming on in, everybody. Da, 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 da. Trim the sail and roam the sea. Ba da 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 da. So far, it's got the charm of Monkey Island, that's for sure. It's interesting to me that we're not traveling with a crew like we usually do in these games. We're not like recruiting new fancy people. We're not trying to prove Guybrush's worth. It's more like Guybrush is trying to fit in a world that's already passed him by. Yeah, familiar faces are here, but they've moved on. They found new jobs, or they found their old job, but they found success in it, like Wally, or maybe they're just going out of business like the Voodoo Lady. Either way, though, it's a continuation, and I can't wait to see what Guybrush makes of his current situation. Let's see if I clean the deck enough times before next stream, huh? But anyway, y'all, that's it for tonight. If y'all ever have any art for the stream, post it on the Discord or tweet it at me. I'll remember to look at it this time. Also, thanks for the hydrate. No art today. But actually, I do have a little piece of art that I made And it actually does follow the prompt I put up. How about that? The prompt for this week, I guess? Art for the Splatfest. Gear, grub, or fun? What do you bring to a deserted island? Well, I'll tell you what I bring. Yeah. Gear. Gear squid. I spent like 2 hours on this. And I don't know if it shows. I don't know if it looks good to me. But like, only because I've been like held hostage by looking at it for so long. I basically use the title screen from Metal Gear Solid 1 as reference and take a freaking look. It's got the little greebling. It's got the gear. Like, that is exactly the font. I tried to make sure to get the angles just right. And it says solid squid. I hope it gets liked on the plaza. I hope, or else I spent all that time for nothing. Should have just made a meme like, kids these days don't booyah back. Ooh. Gear. And yeah, let's call it. Everybody. That's it for tonight. I'm done pirating. Wednesday, we're gonna be playing more Splatoon 3. It's not gonna be Splatfest time, but it is gonna be story time. I don't know. I probably can finish the story mode next time, but I probably won't have done everything. So we'll see how far we get. For the meantime, though, we're taking a break. No stream tomorrow, as usual. And, yeah, everybody. If you haven't already, catch me on Twitch live. Follow me on Twitch to catch me live next time I play this or any other game. Links are also in the chat out for the YouTube and the Discord and the Twitter. Go check those out for past VODs, for hanging out, or memes. And I'll see you next time. If you need to go to sleep, I'll let you. Mateys. But remember what the dude said. Don't let the chickens peck your eyes. They have their ways. Stay clucky, everybody. Bye-bye.